Look, ain't no limit to the game I spit. Ain't no gimmick, thug nigga since I was a jit. Hellcat with the Henny sounding like a Harley. Triple white with the Sprite got me feeling garlic. Watch clothes, hoes, everything is hard as shit. These hoes in the streets say that I'm a heartless bitch. I'm a heartless bitch, bruh. Heartless. I've been there for a long time. A heartless bitch. Very long time. I just wanted to hit y'all with a little something, give y'all a little taste, man. It was only about 5 or 6 bars, something like that, but let y'all know. Something like that, man. The kid used to do that. Deep Sound Entertainment. You from Carver Shores, you know about me, man. Ill Town Records, Deep Sound Entertainment.
You know about that.
Yeah, we used to get busy with it. For real. But I'm doing this today exclusively for AM Sports Media. It's all about entertainment, folks. It's all about entertainment.
I'm just entertaining.
I'm just busting rhymes just for the hell of it. Just to entertain.
Entertain the folks.
Drinking on a little bourbon. You know it's Bourbon Sundays. And I'm getting busy with it. But I've been telling y'all, man, I can do it all. This is just another example of it. Documentaries, fight breakdowns, takes.
All that.
Man, I could even spit a freestyle on it. You feel me? Know what I'm talking about?
All that.
Jits. It's a Florida term like that, man.
Jitty bugs.
Name your favorite content creator that covers boxing that can do all that.
Who can do it, bro?
Name one.
Name 1. Name 2. Name 3. Anyone.
I don't know none.
Because there is none.
Multi-talented. Bringing y'all something different.
It's very different.
Better than what you've seen before.
Showing a little personality. Yeah.
So this is exclusively for AM Sports Media. I ain't getting back in the booth no time soon. I gotta tell y'all, I'm a little rusty for sure. My rhymes don't hit just like they used to. My pattern off a little bit, but I did this in a quick, you know what I'm saying, 10 minutes. I came down and just wrote those quick bars, layered it, dropped it in there, and now it's a show intro.
August 18th.
Like I said, entertainment value, bro.
In the morning.
That's what we do over here on AM Sports Media.
Entertainment. We entertain.
So y'all need to join the Discord. Y'all need to join the channel. Y'all need to join the show. We got live panels coming up. It's all about AM Sports Media, dog. We the future. We the future of content creation relative to boxing. So let's get the show started.
Let's get this show started,
bro.
Let's get this show started.
Try to tell them. Multiple styles, multiple skills. I can do it all. I have done it all, man. Look, ain't no limit to the game I spit. Ain't no gimmick, thug nigga since I was a jit. Hellcat with the Henny sounding like a Harley. Triple white with the Sprite got me feeling garlic. Watch clothes, hoes, everything is hard as shit. These hoes in the streets say that I'm a heartless bitch. I'm a heartless bitch, bruh. Heartless. I've been there for a long time. A heartless bitch. Very long time. I just wanted to hit y'all with a little something, give y'all a little taste, man. It was only about 5 or 6 bars, something like that, but let y'all know. Something like that, man. The kid used to do that. Deep Sound Entertainment. You from Carver Shores, you know about me, man. Ill Town Records, Deep Sound Entertainment.
You know about that.
Yeah, we used to get busy with it. For real.
Welcome back to the Angry Man Podcast with Jason and Greg. He is Jason, the chosen one. I am Greg, the Commander-in-Chief. All right, Jay. Man, we were a little slow last week. I got to be honest with you. It's been tough. It's been a lot of travel. It's been a lot of stuff going on with work, but we back at it. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Anyways, we gonna do our thing coming up this week. I'm actually traveling this week too, but still. We're going to do our thing this week for sure. First and foremost, I want to say shout out to the folks that support the channel, Rock Dog Interactive. If you need anything in regards to website design, logo design, please reach out to Rock Dog Interactive. They can hook you up. The Dodge Vodka, www.thedodgevodka.com. It's the best tasting vodka that is currently out there. African American owned out of Jacksonville, Florida. Make sure you go check out the Dodge Vodka. All right, Jay. I do want to give, let's see how many people we got here. I don't know how many folks we got in the building. We got, let me see. God dog it. 25 people in the building. 25 people in the building. Make sure you smash the like button on the way in, guys, so other people can find this content. That is very important. When you smash the like button or the dislike button, it helps other people find this content. So make sure that you smash the like button. All right, Jay. So where do we want to go from here? Don't worry, Jason Williams. We'll get to that topic. I don't think that's something we want to start with, but we will get to that topic very soon.
He a little upset, ain't he?
Yeah, he upset, man.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
like us, huh?
Yeah, Brandon, look at your Facebook Messenger. I tried to hit you up there. Just ping me back. You'll see me in there. All right. Yeah. So let's start it off with the fights last night. Salute Andre Noble. Salute everybody in the chat. Man, shut up, Jason Williams. Anyway, so let's go. So last night we had a big fight from the biggest fighter in the sport. That is Canelo Alvarez. We know that everybody's interested in fighting Canelo, and we know that Edgar Berlanga got the opportunity to fight him last night. The fight pretty much went as I expected, Jay. I'm pretty much sure that it went the way that you expected it to go. We kind of predicted the fight. Okay, well, we'll talk about it, but we kind of predicted what the fight might look like in our fight breakdown, our preview of the fight. Felt that Edgar Berlanga was going to be game, that he was going to be aggressive. That was his only chance to win the fight. And he did that to some extent. Got caught, I believe it was in the third round with a left hook. Ultimately came up short, as we knew he would come up short, just because, you know, Canelo Alvarez is levels above him, and we all understand and know this. So, you know, Canelo has his opportunity to move on. And I guess we can talk about what we believe Edgar Berlanga should do next. All right, I appreciate you, Brandon. I'm gonna hook up with you right after this, right after the show. But yeah, Canelo Alvarez has a number of different options that he can go to that, you know, we'll talk about at some point. But overall, I thought it was an interesting fight. I mean, the results of the fight was never in doubt as far as I'm concerned, Jay. So it was not a point in which I was going to be on the edge of my seat. As a matter of fact, I didn't even see the fight live. So I didn't feel that there was really any need to. I know that you were on deck watching all the fights. Jason is the resident fight analyst and expert. Last night I was indisposed, if you will. And so, what's up, Raw Garcia? And so I didn't get the chance to see it live, but you know, it was what it was. They had some other fights on there that I think were fairly entertaining. Jay, I know you're probably going to speak on some of that, but what's your thoughts on Canelo Alvarez? And then we could just go down the fight card and talk about the rest of the fight card.
Yeah, well, I mean, of course, we picked Canelo to win, but I thought Canelo was going to win by knockout just because I'd seen Edgar get rocked before, a few fights before that, and he's wild with it, and he's inexperienced. You know, I still feel like Canelo kind of let him off the hook a little bit. He really didn't press the issue a lot, but we also know Canelo kind of gasses out later in the fights as well at times. I give Edgar credit for getting up off that knockdown in round 3 and just biting down and trying to be there and trying to be present. He wasn't doing anything crazy where he could set himself to be countered like I thought he would, because I thought he had to swing for the hills to get the fight. I mean, he lost basically every round damn near in the fight. So, I mean, he definitely lost that fight. I just didn't like the fight got to end, man. In the fight, he goes over to Canelo and just gas Canelo against the ropes, talking to him for like 5 minutes, man. Just talking to the dude, just saying, confessing how much he's his idol and all this stuff. Here, I'm just like, dude, that just lets me know you really weren't going in there really to try to knock his head off like he should have been. It seemed you went in there, did a little bit, and just survived a little bit. But you did better punches than what Charlo did when Charlo was in there on flight mode after he got knocked down. So you did come in and you stayed in the pocket. You got hit quite a few times. You took it. So I give you credit on that, but we all knew that wasn't a fight Canelo was going to be any true jeopardy in, because Berlanga had a puncher's chance at best. That's why when he said his game plan was he's going to out think Canelo in the ring. It's about ring IQ. And it was like, how you gonna have more ring IQ than Canelo? Don't make sense on that, but it is what it is, man. I'm just happy it's over with. To see how Canelo's gonna hold the belts for somebody else. Again, that's more deserving. Than it is. I'm still on that shit.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. And, we did a video that's going to drop this week talking a little bit about where Canelo might go next. And, I guess we won't go too far into that in this particular video. But let's talk about this, though, man. Edgar Berlanga had at least a decent account for himself last night against Canelo Alvarez, right? And so with that being said, I think there's going to be some fans that want to see Edgar back in the ring. He had the opportunity to showcase himself on the biggest platform, and that platform is always going to be a Canelo Alvarez fight. Unlike some folks that we know that had the opportunity to do so during the fight but chose to be somewhere else, whether that was after the fight ended or whatever the case may be. I don't know why people get stuck on those types of things when in reality you're talking about something very specific. But he has had the opportunity to showcase himself on the biggest platform, which is a Canelo Alvarez fight. With that being said, there's an individual out there that he had, I don't know, a personal disagreement with, if you will, in Caleb Plant. Caleb had an interesting fight against, I don't even know what that,
Trevor McCumbee.
Yeah. I had never seen Trevor McCumbee. You know who Trevor looks like? He looks like the guy off of GTA 5. Trevor off of GTA 5. That's exactly who he looks like. Look like the same dude. Definitely.
You know who he also looked like?
Who that?
Rick Rude. I've seen Rick Rude from back in the day. WWF.
Yeah. So
he had a little bit.
So Caleb looked, at the end of the day, to some extent, I feel that Caleb looked acceptable at the beginning of the fight, which would make for an interesting fight. I mean, Berlanga's big. Now, Canelo did say he hits like his son, so maybe he doesn't have the level of power that would hurt or give Caleb Plant any real troubles. But I would love to see that fight. I think that would be an interesting fight. Number one, I think the fight will be interesting just because of the little history that they currently have. But not only that, when you start to think about the stylistic matchup, when you start to think about the lead up to the fight and how these two gentlemen would interact, I believe that would be a very entertaining fight that people will be interested in seeing. Jay, what's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, now that dude Trevor McCumbee, he was cracking. He hurt Caleb in that fight. Caleb said it was a flash knock. It was just he got pushed on one of them, but another time Caleb got up and he had them Bambi legs, man. I was like, oh damn it, Caleb, don't lose to this guy like this, man. Not like this. But Caleb bit down and he realized dude couldn't fight in the pocket. All he did was smother him. And that's all. Uppercuts, going to the body and then come up top and just wore him down. But Berlanga and Caleb, that'd be a fight. That'd be an interesting fight just because they've had words in the past. That fight would definitely be about ring IQ for Caleb. Because Caleb, I still think Berlanga has more power than Caleb, more likely in that. And we saw how Caleb dealt with power with McCumbee, so he'll have to be smart in that fight as well. I don't know if Edgar would fight him the same way in the sense where as far as much respect, which would be a mistake. I think if he doesn't respect Caleb, I think that'd be a vital flaw for him in that fight with Caleb and Berlanga. But I mean, that's a good fight to make. I know Caleb doesn't really turn out any fights, So I think if it's presented to him, he'll fight him, Although Berlanga's with Matchroom, so I don't know if they'll have to do. I don't know what undercard they'll be under because I definitely want to be a main event on that. Right. But it'll be worthwhile. I just don't know if Caleb will fight him because he's coming off a loss. Caleb's still trying to elevate himself, trying to get to the next level, trying to get another title shot from what he's said in the past. So I don't know how that helps him get a title shot. Although Berlanga had a respectable, I guess you could say, showing against Canelo.
I think I understand that he's trying to get back to a title shot, but there's a path to get back to a title shot, right? He had the opportunity against Canelo Alvarez. He was the champion when he fought Canelo Alvarez. He had an opportunity to get back there against Benavidez. He was unsuccessful in both attempts. So now he has to really work himself back to that point. Edgar Berlanga, who was ranked number 1 by which sanctioning body? Was it the WBA? I can't remember. But regardless, I think Berlanga was ranked number 1 by the WBA, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah,
he took over David Morrell.
Yeah, fighting an individual who was ranked highly by one of the sanctioning bodies, and you are also ranked high by the sanctioning body. We know that different promotional entities or television series, if you will, they have connections, and specific promoters have connections with specific entities, if you will, like the WBC, the WBA, so forth and so on. So if that's the case, then I'm quite sure they could work something out in order for that fight to be made. Personally, I think that's a really, really good fight for Caleb Plant. And I just think overall it's an exciting fight. Can it be the main event? Absolutely can be the main event. Will it be a main event on a pay-per-view card? No. It needs to be something that's just part of a televised card, like one of those PBC cards that are going to come up on Amazon that are, free content or non-pay-per-view events. It could be something like that, but it can't be the main event on a pay-per-view card. Now, it can be the co-main on a pay-per-view card. So we'll see. I think it's an interesting position for both Caleb Plant and Berlanga. I think they should both look towards that kind of fight before one of them loses, because quite frankly, I think, either one of them could possibly lose. So before that happens, I would try to make that fight, because that's probably one of the better fights that can be made at 168 pounds. You got any other thoughts on that, Jay?
Nah, I mean, it'll be make do. I mean, hell, if we don't get a Berlanga Caleb Plant fight, hell, let both of the people that both lost in that fight each other, McCumbee and Berlanga, because it'll be a slugfest now. That'd be worthwhile. That'd be money to see.
Yeah, that's an interesting proposition as well. I would like to see that as well. But definitely that wouldn't be a co-main event as far as I'm concerned, not in my opinion. So yeah. So let's move on to the next topic, man. What do you want to go from here?
Well, there's another fight in that fight card. Since we're talking about the fight card, the only other fight really, they had two fights on that fight card were not hidden, and that was Rolly's fight. That was just,
I didn't see Rolly's fight.
I mean, you ain't missed nothing. And then there's Danny and Laura fight. Danny and Laura fight, that was a snooze fest because people were actually booing. They weren't throwing punches. They're both counter punches, I get, but it was really bad up until probably around 4 or 5 when they actually started. They let their hands go a little bit, and then I believe it was around 9 when Laura clipped them and beat them. Hey Jake, Rolly got a UD. He got a unanimous decision win last night. It wasn't anything to talk about neither. That's why I didn't really go into detail about that. Whether he won or lost, it really didn't matter because the fight was a snooze fest, honestly, on that one. But yeah, Laura and Danny. I mean, Laura did what he always does. Danny was, I don't know. Danny just seemed hesitant. He seemed like his mind wasn't there, or anything like that. And then when he got caught that in the 9th round, it's like it was easy for him to be like, you know what? I think I'm done. I think I'm done with this fight here. And his dad, he looked at his dad, and boom, it was over for him. So
yeah, it was over. He saw that, and it was he was done. So from my opinion with that particular fight, so when you think about Danny Garcia and it's just some of the comments that Danny has made, I'm not even talking about like right before this fight or even this year. I'm talking about years leading up to this fight. Danny has talked in a way almost like he's Mayweather, like he's established himself in terms of his finances, that he's in a position where he's been making a certain amount of dollars per fight, that he really didn't need a fight, really. You know what I'm saying? And just the fact that he's taken off for so long would support the fact that he really doesn't need boxing to that degree, as far as I'm concerned, from a financial standpoint. So when you look at what Danny Garcia did last night, honestly, It's not surprising, bro. I mean, it's really not surprising. Danny's heart's not there. Now, I saw a lot of people in the comment section saying, Danny, quit. I wanted to stop short of actually saying Danny Garcia quit, Jay. I really did. Just because, he's a guy that's been, Danny's been around for a very long time, Jason. And it's hard for me to just go off on a tangent and just start talking about a fighter quitting. You know what I mean? So I don't want to go that far. But what I will say is this. Fans that are saying that he quit, I can't say that they're wrong, right? Because it was clear to me. And I said it in a very nice way in the video that we just dropped about, almost an hour or so ago. He walked over there to that corner and he said, it's up to him. When the ref asked, Danny, how do you feel like, do you want to continue? Danny said, it's up to him. No, dude, it's up to you. Do you want to continue? And it was clear to me that Danny didn't want to go on anymore. Danny was done. I think it was that fight that made Danny aware that it was over for him. And as I was mentioning before, I think Danny's been done, honestly, since Errol. Now, I didn't hear his post-fight presser. I saw somebody in the comment section saying that he was mentioning mental health at the end of the fight. Now, I don't know how true that is. What do you need? Why did you put that here?
Because why would you someone put it there where she was gone?
Yeah, I didn't even look at it neither, so I can't give any feedback on it.
Yeah, you guys in the comment section, let us know whether or not he started talking about mental health. But, dude, if he did, then why are you fighting? If you have any mental health challenges, then there's no reason for you to be in the ring. So for me, I feel that at the end of the day, Danny wanted one more paycheck. I think at the time in which you have made enough money where you're lying in those silk sheets, Jay, where you're starting to feel content. At the moment where you start to feel content, you need to get out of the sport of boxing. And that's because it's not like the NBA. It's not like baseball. It's not like any other sport, right? You're in the NBA and you're starting to feel content. Well, you just don't win any more championships, and then you slowly fade. But boxing is one of those sports that your end can come in abrupt, brutal fashion, right? And so it's very important that if you know that you're not into it anymore, your feelings are no longer there, you're no longer into the fight game the way that you need to be, then it's time to hang them up quickly, fast, and in a hurry. And so I can understand everything he was going through. I know he had some things going on with his dad. I don't know the health of his dad. I don't like to talk about personal stuff. I know he mentioned that mental health stuff in the past. I don't like to get into people's personal stuff. But if your personal stuff is going on, then don't get in the ring, because you cannot use that as an excuse if you lose. You feel me? So I wish him well. Personally, I hope this is the last time we see Danny Garcia in the ring. I don't want to see him in the ring anymore because I think he is done. Done. Put a fork in him.
And like to your point, a sport like boxing, contact sports, it's not something you play. You get seriously hurt. And he's mentioned that before and everything, that he doesn't need to fight anymore. He doesn't need the money. He has a lot of other businesses and everything. So cool. Go with that. Honestly, I ain't gonna lie. I felt a little away the fact that he got a title fight for Laura's belt at 160 and they weighed in at 157 catchweight. Being that he's never been to 160. He's only fought once at 154 when he fought Jose Benavidez. I felt a certain type of way, but I was like, they're gonna do what they're gonna do. I think some people said, some people feel that Danny thought this was gonna be a cherry pick for him where he could get Laura easier win for him. But it wasn't the case. Danny didn't seem like he was in it, and Laura's too technical for him and too slick for him as well. So, I don't even think a better Danny, a focused Danny would have beaten him and neither. So, but yeah, to your point, I want Danny just to be out of there, leave on good terms, all his faculties, and he's making money. You about to address Jason Williams, ain't you?
No, man, I'm not. I wasn't even paying attention to what Jason Williams was saying, man. I don't be paying attention to what that dude say. I did. Yes, salute Toussaint, and I also want to give a shout out to Kamani. I always like to acknowledge when the ladies are in the building. So shout out to Kamani. This is my first time ever seeing you in the chat. So salute to you. Appreciate you joining. And then let me who do I wanna? Somebody name popped up when I was scrolling through and I wanted to address him. Oh yeah, Impress Sports Channel. Screw you, man. Screw you. I wanted to specifically say screw him because I see him in the comment section all the time talking, saying stuff that don't make no sense. And so I felt like, he's always in the comment section saying another Bud video. And then in videos that have nothing to do with Crawford, he's in the comment section talking about Crawford. Anyway, I digress. So we got 77 people in the building, but only 29 likes. Hey guys, you got to smash the like button so other people can find this content. If you're new to the channel, this is the Angry Man Podcast, AM Sports Media, where we're always dropping boxing related content. Shout out to LaJessica. Salute, LaJessica's in the building. The ladies, you always need to make sure that people know you in the building, because I like to salute y'all. But if you're new to the channel, this is the Angry Man Podcast. Jason and I, we're always dropping boxing related content. So make sure that you smash the like button, become a subscriber. And if you are a subscriber, think about becoming a member. $2.99 a month. It does help to support the channel and allows us to bring you guys this great content. See how when you guys smash the like button, we jumped up to 87 people in the building. Smash the like button. That's how people find the content. That's how they find the content, Jay. All right, man. Let me say one thing real quick, man, because I saw somebody in the comment section at one of the videos. They said, man, the live show used to be so great, but the live show isn't what it used to be because Greg drinks too much bourbon. He is drinking too much. Little do people know that every Sunday since I've been an adult, man, I have myself a little bourbon, Jay. I have myself a little bourbon on Fridays. I have myself a little bourbon on Sundays. And it's interesting. I've been having bourbon for quite some time now, yet someone believes that the show has fallen off because of the bourbon. No, the show has not fallen off because of the bourbon. I am just honestly showing you guys a little bit of my personality. That's it. On the live stream, I show you a little personality. So right now, I've just kept it tempered, and we're kind of doing something that's a little bit closer to what we normally do. However, we're going to drop the link so other people can join the channel because we love the debate. But yeah, man, bourbon don't have anything to do with anything. Matter of fact, liquor don't even affect me to that extent. So I don't know what you guys are talking about. Yeah, I'm just an ass. It don't have anything to do with the bourbon. I got a little bourbon right here, but it doesn't have anything to do with bourbon or anything else, my brothers. I'm gonna have myself a little bourbon. Period. All right, Jay. What's the next thing that we want to move to?
Yeah, so we could talk about one of your favorite fighters, man.
Hold on. Let me cuss Jason Williams out real quick. F you, Jason Williams. AM Sports got started because of Errol Spence. Errol Spence carried AM Sports Media, and I have no qualms about confessing that. That is who carried AM Sports Media to the platform it is today. Well, up until about 9,000 subscribers, then AM Sports Media just continued to just keep growing, man. Jay, where we at right now? 18,100 subscribers? 18,100 subscribers. So thank you, Errol Spence. And if you believe Terence Crawford got us here, then thank you, Terence Crawford. Not the hard work from Jason and I, though. That didn't get us here. Only Terence Crawford did. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, where'd you want to go, Jay?
But your favorite fighter, Teofimo Lopez. Mm-hmm. It says that he can beat, huh?
Mm-hmm. I'm listening.
Your favorite fighter, Teofimo. So.
Hey man, stop doing that. I just realized what you said. Don't do that. Don't do that.
What I say?
Teofimo Lopez is not my favorite fighter.
He is one of your favorite fighters. Him and Lomachenko, those are your two favorite fighters.
Nobody has ever heard me say that.
Yeah. Okay. So Teo been getting slick out the mouth for a couple people. He been getting slick about Tank. He got slick about Bud. Well, oh boy. I guess I couldn't confirm where it was at, if it was at the Canelo fight or the UFC fight, but Bud saw him. Bud kind of came over and put his hand in his face and kind of like, what's up? Tio had like, 4 or 5 people around him. Bud was solo. Tio didn't make a move at all. I've said this before. You even said it before. Bud would put Tio in the dirt. For everyone that say we hate Bud, don't give Bud no credit, we know Bud will put Tio ass in the dirt. The absolute dirt. Now, I'll see that. I'll pay to see that fight just because I'm tired of Tio. And he's been coming all sideways at Bud for no reason. For no reason at Bud. You know, I give Bud flack for a lot of things. That right there ain't shit to do with Bud. But Bud confronted him like a man, and Tio, he did what Tio does. He stayed where he was trying to stay away because he ain't want no smoke. Now, I give Bud extra credit because he was over by himself for the most part. And he came with the Tio side. But Tio don't want no smoke with Bud. He want a payday. Dude's never been on pay-per-view. So he's just been calling everyone out. He's just trying to get someone in the bite.
So let's say this right here real quick. So, shout out, I can't even remember who asked me, but my go-to bourbon is Basil Hayden. That's what I have back there. Now, so number one, this is something that I think everybody would agree with, right? And that is Terence Crawford is about that action. We understand that. That's always been the case. Let's keep that clear. He's about that action. So if you mess with Terence Crawford and get in Terence Crawford's face, you're going to get that action. What did he say? He likes to get active. Isn't that the term that he used? Yeah. No, Terence Crawford gets active. Like, there's no doubt about that for me. That's why I never really want to meet him in person, because he might get active on me, and I don't want Terence Crawford to get active on me. Now, with that being said, Tio has been talking a lot about Terence Crawford. Tio clearly has an issue with Terence Crawford. And that's fine. You got an issue with Bud Crawford. I have no problems with that. I have no qualms with that in terms of like wanting to fight him. Well, let's say this. He doesn't necessarily have an issue with him. He just simply wants to fight him. And so I don't know why things would get so bad. Make sure you smash the like button. I see people coming in. The chat is the viewership is increasing exponentially. Shout out to my guy, Manager Marty. Shout out to my guy, Manager Marty. But no, with that being said, we know that at the end of the day, he just simply has brought up Terence Crawford's name because he desires to fight Terence Crawford. And I don't have any issue with that. I have no qualms with that.
That's not why he's doing that.
It may not be, but that's the same. Well, I can't say that about Terence Crawford because I think he does want to fight Canelo Alvarez. I don't think he cares if he gets put in the dirt. He wants a paycheck. Yeah, he wants a paycheck. I would love to see that fight. I would, because Tio raises his game when the competition in front of him is better. Now, can he beat Terence Crawford? No. I don't believe he can beat Terence Crawford.
Hell no, he can't beat Terence Crawford.
No, I don't believe that. But would I like to see him attempt it? Sure. Sure I would. But at the same time, I don't think that's the fight that fight fans really want to see. I think the fight that fight fans really want to see is Terence Crawford versus Jerron Ennis. If, there is no possibility for the other fight, which we'll talk about here coming up. But I believe personally that would be an interesting fight if they were to fight and hook up. I don't like the fact that Terence Crawford put his hand all in the man's face. I mean, all that is not necessary, man. Everything, it's all words, man. Like, there's no reason to put your hands on people, man, if people are just talking. Like, it's just talking. Like, if somebody's yapping, like, I think I can beat you in a fight. Yo, it's a competition. Like, to me, now I understand in situations where you're about to fight and emotions get high because you're starting to think about this man is trying to take everything from you. I understand how you get to that point where it's like you want to get active. You might put your hands on somebody. But in a situation with a guy that you don't never plan to fight, what is the point of it? I don't see the point. So
he pulled his card.
No, man, they trying to hear all that, man. Because we know if all those dudes in front of Teofimo Lopez, he get active. Okay? We understand it.
Who get active?
Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez.
Tio is the equivalent of a basketball fight. He's the hold me back type fighter.
How you know that? How you know that?
You better hold me back.
How you know
he
that?
Ain't done shit he said he's gonna do.
Like what?
Anytime he's been confronted by anyone in the vicinity of anyone that he's had beef with, he ain't done shit.
But he's not supposed to. What is it? Dude, every time you have a conversation or you have a disagreement with somebody on Twitter, you're supposed to go up in their face and try to fight him? That's only Terence Crawford. And while we gonna get there because he know not to do that to Canelo Alvarez. He know not to do that. You see how Caleb Plant tried that with Canelo Alvarez? You see what happened? You better not try that with no Canelo. He knows not to try that with Canelo. Anyway.
He won't do that. He won't do that for Canelo because Canelo damn sure won't fight him then.
That's true too. But at the end of the day, listen, I don't like Terence Crawford is 2 weight divisions above him. You trying to bully the man. You putting your fingers all in his face. And we could say that Terence Crawford was in an opportune situation to put his hand in the man's face because he saw that there was a wall of people in front of him. You can make that argument. Now, would I make that argument? Nope, because I think Terence Crawford just gets active. I just think that's who Crawford is. So, but, it is what it is. All right, Jay.
The Giants for life. You say he get T.O. stand on his bro on his bro. Come on, he kept the same energy with Devin. He know Devin don't crack like that. He know he sparred with Devin in the past. He knows he has a potential chance of beating Devin. He has no chance in hell in beating Bud. Yeah, right now he's clout chasing. He's clout chasing Bud. He's clout chasing Tank.
Just like
clout chasing just to do that.
Just like Crawford clout chased everybody else. So what? Man, shout out to my dude, Tunnel Vision. Tunnel Vision in the building with the $5. T.O. smacked his hand out of his face and Crawford went quiet and walked away. Crawford wanted no smoke with the Guatemalan monster. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about, Tunnel Vision.
You clouded, man. Like legit, all right, man, said, you gotta be nice to get a fight with Cinnamon. You gotta listen.
Terence Crawford is not. Terence Crawford ain't getting no fight with Canelo Alvarez. Let's go ahead and move into that. But before we do that, 111 in the building. The viewership is increasing exponentially. Shout out to my guy manager Marty. But we only got 47 likes. Y'all make sure y'all smash the like button so people can find the content. Really, really, truly, that's how people find our content, by you smashing the like button. So make sure you smash the like button. Man, where's John Mack? I need to shit on John Mack. Where is he? I thought he was going to be in here. I told everybody that wanted smoke in the Discord today, if you want smoke, bring your black ass to, and I know John Mack is white, but for the purposes of this show, bring your black ass to the stage so I can whoop it. I guess this is where the show gets derailed, Jay, when I start talking like this. All right. So I think we got one more topic that we want to discuss. Calm down, buddy.
Hold up. So Melvin Everett, these old ninjas talk more about Crawford than they do Errol Spence. Y'all old ninjas salty as AF. Is Errol Spence retired? Melvin Everett. Your boy Jason Williams was begging us to talk about Crawford early on. Check him on that, dude.
Where's Melvin? I don't even see that. Melvin Everett.
Check him on that.
I don't even see who you talking about, man.
You need to get your glasses fixed, man.
I don't see no Melvin Everett in here. Maybe that was I don't see no Melvin Everett. Maybe they hid him from me or something. I don't know. I don't see him.
Nah, he ain't hidden. Nah.
Hey man, Melvin Everett, man. F you, Melvin Everett. Even though I can't see what you saying, F you, buddy. And I've seen your name in the past. No. So why we gotta be old, bruh? Why we gotta be old? You should wish and hope you make it to this age, brother. And I ain't that old. Number one. Number two, wish and hope that you can make it to this. Maybe why don't you email me, brother, so I can help you make it to this point? How about that? Sucker. Because guess what? We all gonna get old at some point. So calling somebody else old, I don't know how old you are, Melvin. But when we don't talk about Terence Crawford, then I see you ninjas in the comment section crying about why we not talking about Terence Crawford. Then when we talk about him, then you talking about all we do is talk about him. Make up your damn mind and STFU, bastard. How about that? New York Giant for life just hit us with the $5. Omar is on his way. 154 to 160 is on notice. Big Fish return running back. We can talk about that. We could talk about big fish before we move on to our last topic. My preference is to talk about Errol Spence. I don't like talking about Terence Crawford because in reality, right now, Errol he hasn't said a lot because he hasn't had a fight. But let's talk about it. Errol posted here recently this week, and shout out to Adrian Clark who joined the platform that gave us his time, graciously gave us his time. And not only that, gave us a little bit of an update on Errol Spence. Errol's talking like he coming back to either 154 or 160, which kind of support what I've said in the past, in the recent past, which I don't believe Fundora is his next fight. And it's just based off of conversations that I've had that it doesn't feel like Fundora is his next fight. Now I didn't get anything concrete. It's just based. I'm putting 2 cents together. Not 2 cents. I'm putting 2 and 2 together. I saw a 2-cent name and said I'm putting 2 cents together, but just putting 2 and 2 together, it's clear to me that that's not the next fight. And so he could return at 54. He could return at 60. Either of them makes sense. But he in pretty good shape right now, man. Shout out to Big Herm. Big Herm just hit us with the $9.99. Good fights last night. Rolly Trash, Caleb, Damaged Goods. Danny's done. Damn. Rolly's trash. That's probably true. Caleb's Damaged Goods. Possibly. We got to see. And Danny's done. 100%. 100%. He is done. Done. But anyway, really, man, I want to see first rule of the Discord. You don't talk about the Discord. Okay, Captain DGF. What I would like to see from Errol, I want to see Errol at 54. I don't want to see Errol at 60. I want to see him at 54. I think that's where the competition is. I think that's where big fights can be made for Errol. I think that's naturally where he should go next. And jumping up 2 weight classes might not be the correct move. Errol's been known to just bite off a lot, man. And personally, I don't think it's necessary for Errol to constantly bite off so much. I would like to see him calm down with that to a certain extent. And, take a fight that I don't even want to see him in there with Fundora next. Man, take one step that's a tune-up, get you ready, because you've been so inactive. So get you a nice little warm-up fight, and then try to come back within 5 months for a return fight. That's what I want to see out of Errol. I don't really want to see Errol back in the ring with a real stiff type of fighter coming off of his first loss, which was a significant loss. It was a what's the word I'm looking for? A decisive loss. So I would rather him just come back against somebody who's a fight that will let him get his bearings at a higher weight class. We saw what happened to Terence Crawford when he fought Majramal. He didn't look great. So come back, see what you look like, and then take that next one. Those are my thoughts on that, Jay. Anything you want to share in regards to that Errol Spence news? Or do we want to go to our last topic, which is a lot of these dudes' favorite topic? And a lot of people, I saw Mr. Vegas in the comment section of the video I did this morning saying that there was a lot of moistness in the comment section. There were a lot of people that were upset by my comments about Terence Crawford earlier this morning. And it's not surprising to me, man. A lot of people get upset when they hear the truth. The truth make people sad. It hurts their feelings. It makes them emotional. So I can understand that. Anything else you got on this Errol Spence topic, Jay, before we move on to the next?
Yeah, I just want to see what he does next as well, man. I mean, it's been a minute for him. I was looking at the rankings at the 160 and 154. That would, like you said, it would be 2 weight classes if you go to 160. I know I've seen tweets of like Carlo Adames is said he's in training and stuff like that. He's a champion, but I was like, yeah, I don't want him to go right to something like that. And you make me start looking at the rosters at 160. We have people like Elijah Garcia, Shane Mosley Jr., Liam Smith, some other guys like that could be, step up fights for him to really get to that, get his feet wet at 160 on there. Or if he just, we know what Earl said. He said he don't do tune-ups. He like to jump right into the deep end of the pool. So, hey, he going to do what he going to do. I've seen people talk about rumors of him at 154 looking at possibly fighting like Charles Conwell, which would be a hell of a fight. Because Conwell's a good fighter. He's been off. He only had one fight I think in the last couple of years, but he can fight and he's undefeated. He's number 2. He's right behind Errol in the WC. So we'll see. But I just need Spence to go ahead and find out. Let's see. He's training. His training, get his coach done. Then we get in the gym and see where he at. You know, he posted something the other day. And he didn't look. People may seem like he's like 190. He didn't look that big to me when I saw him. I'm like, people just. I was like, I'm not seeing what y'all seeing on that, but the reason we don't talk about Errol a lot is because EJ don't post a lot, he don't say a lot. So it's hard to talk about someone that's not saying a lot. So why y'all keep always projecting on EJ? I'm like, there's nothing to say about EJ. EJ don't really say much.
I agree. He hasn't been saying much here lately.
Yeah, so shout out to NY Giants again, $5. I believe Earl is also looking at 160 as his way to stay near Bud for that rematch since Terence wants to go up. Wait for Canelo. Yeah, that could be a possibility as well. You know, I just want him to get to a weight class where he's comfortable since that 147 was killing him. Everyone got to admit to that. You know, that was weight that he had outgrown a long time ago. So, yeah,
let's give New York Giants for life some love. He just hit us with another $5. I believe Errol is also looking at 160.
I just said that, man.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. I was taking care of something right here. I'm sorry. My apologies, brother.
Damn.
Hey, man, listen. True brothers ain't perfect. True brothers aren't perfect. I was just responding to something that related to the channel here. Good Lord, man. All right. Hey, man, don't make me curse you, man. I'm not trying to do that to you, brother. I don't want to do that to you. I don't want to curse you.
NHA2, how do we abandon Errol? Tell me. How do we abandon EJ?
Oh, here we go again. DeAndrea. Are you a lady or are you a man? Your name sounds like a woman, so I want to shout you out if you are a woman. But I am not tipsy. I don't know where you're getting that from. I was literally looking at something that, shout out to B House. He just sent me something directly, and so I was reading what it was that he sent me. So I just lost track of what you were saying. I'm not tipsy. Sorry. Anyways, Jay, what? But are you a woman though, DeAndrea? It seems like you are. I just wanted to confirm that. If you are, shout out to DeAndrea for joining the chat. I always like to give the ladies some love. Greg, full out drunk, man. Okay. All right. None of your business. Say when Greg is tipsy, he will say it. Yeah, I would say if I'm tipsy, I certainly would, but I'm not. I'm not even close to it. All right, Jay. So I think we got one last topic that we haven't talked about yet, and that is Terence Bud Crawford last night.
You talking about Kendrick Lamar?
Yeah, Kendrick Lamar. Boy, they were hot with me this morning in the comment section. Boy, they were hot, Jay. You always throw my butt, you bitch. Boy, they were mad, Jay. Look, how UFC treated Terence Crawford was exactly the reason why he has to say, "Put me in the game, coach." Because you are a bitch warmer, bruh. Yeah, you are a bitch warmer. If you were a starter, you don't have to tell the coach to put you in the game. Coach gonna put you in the game regardless. And when you're a starter in the sport of boxing, Canelo Alvarez is a starter. Gervonta Davis is a starter. Hell, Errol Spence is a starter. Terence Crawford is not a starter because starters can carry a pay-per-view card and actually sell and it be profitable. Terence Crawford has never been a part of a profitable pay-per-view outside of Errol Spence, riding on Errol Spence coattail. So yeah, he has to say, "Put me in the game, coach. Put me in the game, coach." That's what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, how is it possible that UFC got your name wrong and mistaken you for, what was it, Grammy Award winning Pulitzer Prize musician, Kendrick Lamar? You don't even look like Kendrick Lamar. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? You had the opportunity to be over there on the biggest platform, which is the boxing platform. And some of you guys are going to say, Terence Crawford was there. And I know he was there. I know he was there at the fight for some moments, at some point. Now, was he there through the Canelo Alvarez fight? I'm not sure about that. But regardless if he was or what wasn't, he should have tried to stay there and get in the ring. But it's a PBC card. Okay, then wait till after the fight when they go into the back and they have the final press conference and call Canelo Alvarez out. But instead, you go to your social media talking about, put me in the game, coach. Trying to call Canelo out on Instagram or Twitter, whatever it was you were on. That's not going to work. You don't have enough people following you for that to matter. Nobody knows you, K-Dot. Nobody knows you. And this supports what I've been saying for years. I was down in Mexico, and shout out to Lil J. Lil J was pissed off at me because I said that Terence Crawford is not known in Mexico. I've been to Mexico in the recent past, a few months ago, and I did a little survey all around Mexico. Oh, I was all over. I was all up and through Mexico. And I said, hey, man, do you know Canelo Alvarez? Yeah. You guys interested in seeing him against Terence Crawford? Who? Okay. That's what they were saying to me. Who? Okay. And I'm like, oh, okay, y'all don't know who he is. No, but I don't know him. You know Floyd Mayweather? Absolutely. You know Gervonta Davis? Yeah, I know Tank. They call him Gervonta. Yeah, I know Gervonta. You don't know Terence Crawford? Who he? So don't get mad at me, man, because number one, I know what I'm talking about. Number two, I'm an international player. I know a lot of y'all gonna say, now I'm tipsy, right? This is the liquor talking. No, this is not the liquor talking. You guys just getting the opportunity to hear old Greg and how he sounds when he's just kicking it. I thought that would appeal to some folks. Some folks it doesn't. They just want to see me professional. And I can do that too, guys. I can just turn it on right now and be how you doing? How's it going, brother? Love ya. Anyways. So, that's what I said. People got pissed off with that, but I think I was 100% spot on. There's no reason to get pissed with me. You ain't tipsy, you drunk. I'm not even close to that either. Sophomore life jealousy. I don't even know what that means. He must be talking to somebody else. Fight Gang say begging makes you look like a bitch. Make it look like he creamy too. Greg, that's Greg house husband voice. Yeah, I take that too. I'm gonna get some shirts made. AM Sports Media house husband. I'm gonna get some shirts made. AM Sports Media house husband. Cause guess what? Me being a house husband status is better than a lot of you ninjas' life. How about that? Anyway, I ain't been. They calling me a house husband. I have to defend myself. All right. So let's do this, Jay. Let's do this before people start to believe that somehow I am tipsy and or I am drunk, inebriated, whatever the hell they're talking about. That doesn't really make any real sense, but we'll let them go with it.
Some of them, they get mad with Bud and anything associated with Bud. You say something about Shakur, they get mad about Shakur, get mad at you about that too. It's just wild to me with that. I've never seen that happen, that go like that, bro.
Rafa Casanova say Greg's code switching. Absolutely. You see the way that I sound right now? This coming up Tuesday, I'm going to be like this. Hey, thank you all for joining us today. I'm extremely excited to have us all here. This is an opportunity to go to the details of our 2025, blah, 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 blah. And I just look forward for us having a dialogue here and getting into the discussion and getting into some of these details, because I think it's going to drive meaningful conversations about how we're going to perform for 2025. That's how you're going to hear me talking in a few days. That's how I'm going to be talking in a few days. But right now, completely different. What you doing? What you looking at? Somebody said something slick.
I got a tunnel vision for $2. Florida State football videos. Woo!
Hey, Tunnel Vision, you my dog, but you gonna have to stop, man. You gonna have to stop with the craziness now. You gonna have to stop with the craziness. Okay.
Oh man.
Okay. All right, man. Here go the link. Here you go. The link to the live stream. I want you guys to pop in. There's some of y'all that I let y'all stay for a long time. There's other y'all that y'all can only pop in and pop out. Y'all know who y'all are that can stay on for a while. Some of y'all just gotta come in, say your piece. You gotta pop out now. You gotta come in, say your piece, and pop out. It's just some of y'all, not all of y'all, but some of y'all. All right. But yeah, it's up there.
Someone asked if Shakur got brittle hand syndrome.
He probably got hands like Floyd. I would imagine.
They're worse than Floyd. Because he don't ever really try to drop the hammer, at least. At least Floyd would drop the hammer a little bit and look back like, damn, that really didn't hurt him like that.
These dudes trying to make me cuss him out, bro. There's a few people in the chat trying to make me cuss him out.
And this the guy that they said that would beat Tank, and somebody, I think some people even say he would stop Tank.
With those hands?
Bruh, he hit Tank in the head, he gonna hurt himself. The fight gonna be over. He gonna go on the ground. He gonna be done.
Hey man, y'all need to start. Hey, this is a boxing channel. Why are we talking about college football? We need to stick to boxing. Stick to boxing.
Is it still FSU Walt just Walt now? You calling in, Walt? Let's talk. Walt. Come on, call on in, Walt.
Man, shut your ass up. Anyway, so man, all those cats that were on the Discord, man, running their mouths. You put the number, Drake. Man, I don't know if I want somebody calling me right now, man. I want to see your face, man. I want to see the terror in your damn face when you look at me, boy. That's what I want to see, boy. I want to see the terror in your face, boy.
Hannibal, how am I demonizing Shakur? You acting like Shakur has really got that heat and that fire for Tank. Man. We've seen Shakur his last two fights, and we know him and Tank. He's a good fighter, yes. He's not on Tank's level, bro. Tank can do everything Shakur can, and he got those hammers that can put his ass to sleep. Shakur ain't putting nobody to sleep. Well, he put somebody. He put Mason on. Mason and them to sleep when they watch the fight.
Yeah.
How we demonize Hannibal? How do we demonize Haney? Y'all, you do realize we were the only one of the few platforms that supported Haney against Loma and said he beat Loma. We also talked about how his dad moves.
Yeah. Phone lines open. Phone lines open right now. Y'all demonize Haney and T.O. also. Y'all applaud Tank Duck activities. Band Up said, read your super chat.
Okay, I got you, Hannibal. But Hannibal, to be fair, there's Tank maniacs, there are Haney maniacs, there's Shakur maniacs, there are Buttocks, Errol Spence. There's people like that in all of them.
Hey, Jay, didn't you read Band Up's super chat? I thought you read it.
He said, you are horrible. You know why I say that, Greg. Washington Huskies losers. Pew, 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 pew.
I don't know why you say I'm horrible, honestly. I don't know why Hannibal is saying such vicious things to us. It is very...
He's talking about in general. He's talking about Tank people that, I guess, Tank maniacs, whatever you want to call them. I mean, but each boxer has those type of people.
Man, each boxer has those types of people. We all understand that. There's a lot of Devin Haney fans that are unbearable. Terence Crawford fans are the absolute worst. I mean, guys like Band Up, John Mack, all these guys, man, they're horrible. Hold on, man. Let's see who's calling. Oh, man. Here's another horrible Terence Crawford fan. You on with the Angry Man podcast with Jason and Greg. What do you want?
Yeah, what was that you had to say about the Discord guys?
Y'all all suck.
You had something smart to say about them?
Yeah, y'all all suck. That's what I said.
We just gotta call it like we see it, man.
You can call it like you see it, don't mean it's right.
You know. But yeah, man, you got me over here dying laugh.
Hey, hold on real quick, ASVP TV. Hold on real quick. Some dude named Courtney Middlebrook 2 just hit us with 2 clown emojis saying Bud's biggest haters by far, EJ's biggest cheerleaders by far. Hating on Bud's success, EJ would never enter a conversation, I think you need to spell enter with E and not an I, with fighting a Canelo. Bud versus Canelo 2025, which is absolutely wrong. Now, the next time you put anything in the chat, I will not even respond to it unless it's tied to a super chat, because you just called me a clown. Both of us clowns. Anyway, ASVP TV, what's up?
Yeah, man, you had me laughing for a minute when you said you had guys crying in the comments about you talking about Bud.
Yeah, they were, including you.
No, I just had to call you out, man.
And you got it wrong.
You were saying,
I killed you.
A lot of the stuff you were saying, a lot of the stuff you saying applies to Del Charlo.
Yeah, okay.
Applies to Berlanga
and
Munguia.
Okay. Your point. And I've already addressed that.
So what I'm saying is, don't just stop pulling people up when Bud name come up.
Nope.
Don't just stop fighting. Don't stop taking the so-called easy fight when Bud name come up on the docket.
I'm not trying to hear that.
Man.
No, I'm not trying to hear that. That's all BS.
Because it was either because really, what people want to see is they ain't gonna fight Dave Benavidez, so he moved up.
Okay.
So ain't nobody else but Crawford.
No, not true.
It ain't nobody else, man.
Well, yeah. There's plenty of people that can fight other than Terence Crawford.
Hey, ain't no more running.
What are you talking about?
I'm glad Bud checked Teo too. Even though I feel like he ain't need to do it. You know, like them type of people like Teo, you just ignore them type of people. But you know, every chance Teo done got behind the mic, any chance he gets say something about Terence, he gonna take a chance and take a shot at Terence every time. So, you know, I can't really knock him for pressing the issue a little bit. Wouldn't have touched him, but you know.
Goodness.
But, Greg, what you say? You know he about that action, this and that, man. Come on, let's get that fight happening with Canelo.
So let me
so many people against it.
Let me address a couple of things. Number one, I want to address Mr. VV7717 who was in the comment section. I hate when people do this. And Jason, you and I were talking about this earlier. Hating on greatness is sad. It be your own people too. Shake my head. What do you do? Everybody that we talk about, they're black. Huh?
Yeah, he's not PBC. So you know they don't rock with Bud. He's not PBC.
What are you talking about? There's plenty. So who else is not PBC that we like? Because there are fighters that we like that are not PBC. What are you talking about?
Who's your favorite fighter? Who's your favorite fighter, Greg?
I mean, that's what you told me.
I never told you that.
It was basically because of, yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
The main reason you don't rock with him is because he wasted his years with Top Rank.
Yeah, but that's different. That's different than him not signing with PBC. Yes, but that's different than him signing with PBC or that I don't like any fighter that's not PBC.
So everybody in the chat, y'all heard it. You don't like Bud Crawford because of tribalism. You know, that's what.
So what?
To.
Yeah, I didn't hear the last part of what you said, but I said that I didn't like. Hold on, I'll let you talk. I said that I didn't like the fact that he wasted his time with Top Rank and decided that he was going to do the same crap that he had been doing, trying to make money. Shout out to 2 Cent. Let me go ahead and get 2 Cent in the building here real quick before I continue to go on.
You got to bring your backup in here.
No, ain't no backup. She just decided to join. I don't need no backup for you, brother. You already know that.
But let's get to the root of the problem.
But let me finish. Let me finish. Let me finish.
Let me just get this question out so you ain't got to stop no more. What's with the pushback for the Canelo fight? You want the guy to lose. You want his fans to see him get beat. Canelo is the best option for that.
Okay.
Canelo is the one guy to make that happen. So what's the pushback for?
I will answer that, but you keep putting more and more questions out there. I want to read back because you basically made the same argument in the chat. Literally, 90% of the points made can be applied to Canelo's last 3 opponents, and some ridiculous morons didn't even they liked it for whatever reason. But of course, they came behind and they saw what a real brother had to say. Another weak argument that misses the main point. He's a welterweight moving up to 168 pounds with no real market value. That's the trump card. Hold up. Let me finish. He is a welterweight. He's had one fight at 54. And he didn't look good in that one. Okay, so let me finish my thought. That's the trump card. None of Canelo's last 3 opponents had this issue. And literally, I say in this because you're making that same crazy comment. And before you make the mistake of bringing up Mel, understand this. Mel was undisputed, had been at 154 for years, and was. And let me finish. I did not interrupt you. I let you finish. And is big for that division, not a welterweight who just moved up and barely won a title. So now you want Canelo Alvarez to make the same mistake by bringing up a guy that's even smaller than the guy that he just fought and pulled up. That is the difference. That, my friend, is the difference. Canelo gonna make bread regardless. But why does he need to bring up this dude when there's dudes that are his size and or bigger that he can make a fight with? That's number one.
Well, same reason you were trying to pull down Badu Jack at one point. I mean,
we talking about today. I'm
saying he gonna make the fights he want to make. If he want to make the fight,
we talking about okay. And he don't want to make Terence Crawford fight next. And he don't want to make Terence Crawford next.
And that's fine.
Okay.
And all they can do is make the offer.
They can make what? And he'd already told him no. They made the offer and he told him no.
The fight on the table, man. The fight's still on the table, man.
Says who? Because Canelo dismissed it last night. So now what?
Well, we gonna see, man.
We gonna see. Now, what's my issue? What's my issue with the fight? Why do I not want the fight to be made? Because of you. Because of you.
What you mean?
You and your fans, sickle fans. I'm not a fan of his. I don't give a damn about seeing that fight because I know how it's gonna end.
You're not a fan of boxing?
I'm a fan of boxing. I'm not a fan of Terence Crawford.
That's why you spread lies talking about Bud and Boots is the biggest probable fight. When it's not. When it's Bud versus Canelo.
When did I say they were the biggest probable fight? You've never heard me make that statement.
Man,
what are you talking about, man?
You out here pushing the agenda like every.
Yeah, because a lot of fans want to see that fight. Yeah, they want to see that fight.
A lot of fans want to see Bud versus Canelo.
Not too many. No. Terence Crawford fans want to see it.
Bro. Listen.
Crawford ain't done shit. He ain't done shit.
It's more than Crawford fans want to see that fight.
No, bullshit.
Hold up. You telling me Bud ain't did shit and you bringing up Boots to me?
Yup, I know. I'm saying the same way you saying that Boots ain't done nothing, Crawford ain't done nothing. Same way you saying Boots ain't done nothing, Crawford ain't done nothing.
I didn't say nothing. You said that.
You just said that. You've been saying it. What the hell are you talking about? You've been saying it.
No. But since you want to go, you the last person. You kept him for Boots. You the last person that needs to say who done did what. So stop it.
Man, what are you talking about, man? Get off your crying. Stop it. Stop crying.
You got somebody hating, man.
Ain't nobody hating. I ain't got no reason to hate.
Beating up PBC fighters, man. We love seeing them get their ass kicked.
Okay.
Add another one to the list.
Okay. Go fight Mel then. Go add Mel to the list.
Man, get him off the couch. He the champion.
Go add David Benavidez to the list. Go add David Benavidez to the list.
Tell him come on back. Come on.
Go add David Benavidez to the list. Everybody want to see the fight then.
So
No, I'm talking about David Benavidez now. Okay. I'm talking about David now.
Yeah, that's what
that's what I thought. Yeah, I don't hear you responding to when I say David Benavidez.
1 minute is Charlo, and then 1 minute is Benavidez.
No, I just want to see what you're gonna say. What's the problem? What's the problem?
That's what I'm gonna say.
Okay. Don't worry. They'll all line. If Terence Crawford moved to 168, what's called already said he'll put him in the dirt. That's no problem. Because
look, I like how your energy changed. Because before Ortiz got exposed by Boychuk, you was calling his name too. So line him up.
When is it? Jason, have you ever heard me say that? When did you hear me calling for that fight?
You said you like Ortiz
false
against Crawford too.
I've never said that. I've never said that. What the fuck are you talking about? I've never said that. Lies, 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 lies. I have never said that. I have never said that. Nobody will ever tell you I said that Ortiz would beat Crawford. I ain't never tell nobody that.
Because every time I tell you, he'll whoop your face.
Man, that's fucking, no, that's a fucking lie. That is a fucking lie. That is a fucking lie. You ain't never heard me say that. Nope. Nope. You have never heard me say that. Nope. Nope. That's a lie.
Opposite. Greg said the opposite. ASVP TV.
I just muted ASVP TV, man. No. I gotta mute you, fam, because you talking nonsense. I have never said that ever.
Hey,
Can you mute him in the Discord?
y'all can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. I just muted you. I'm gonna mute your ass again if you keep on talking crazy. I have never said that ever. Yes, but I never said he'd beat Crawford.
Man, you said you like his chance against Crawford.
No, I didn't. I've never said that. No, I didn't. I've never said that. Never, ever. Never, ever. No, I haven't. I've never said that. I have no. Go find it. Go find it. Go find it. Go find it.
But the day after he got exposed, I pointed it out to you.
Go find it. Go find it. Go find it. Go find it. Go find it.
Until then, it's Canelo next.
You man. Hey man.
If he don't want it, retirement it is, baby.
Then go take your. Well, it's retirement it is because his black ass ain't getting the fight, man. You got something else to talk about? I got to get 2 cents in, man.
Yeah, get your tag team partner in, man.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, man, I'm gonna holler back at you. I'm gonna get 2 cents in. All right, later.
All right.
Man, this dude talking crazy. He ain't never heard me say that. I believe that Virgil Ortiz was gonna win that fight. Man, he talking crazy. 2 cents. What's going on?
Greg, you said the opposite. You actually said the opposite. You actually said that you favored Crawford in that fight, and you admitted the Ortiz team avoiding Crawford at 147. So I'm not sure how
Say that.
all of a sudden
Dude, these dudes, they have so many conversations that they don't remember who said what. That's the problem. And then they come back to this channel and attribute everything that they've heard to us. Nobody ever said that, man. What are you talking about? Man talking crazy, man. 617, what's going on with you? I know who this is, though.
Dude, I'm almost afraid to call because Jason's in the building. I don't even want him to hear my voice.
Hey, man, don't worry about that, man. Jason. Don't worry about Jason.
Jason, man, I've been hiding under rocks, bro. Hiding under rocks, bro. Hiding under rocks. I ain't even gonna front, P. I'll be looking forward to watching you guys in the tournament at the end, man. If they don't fire Norville, man, I might fly down there and have to take them out myself. But people, like, I watch this you guys show all the time. I know you like Ortiz. I've never heard you say that you said he could beat Terence Crawford, man. You know I've been listening for a long time.
Never.
Like, some people just want to hate. But I ain't gonna lie, I want Crawford to get that fight because I'm tired of Canelo fighting, fucking tomato cans. Next, guarantee you're gonna hear some dude you never heard of before. And Edgar Berlanga went 12 rounds with him. Canelo Alvarez is the most overhyped Mexican champion I can remember, and I'm about to be 62 in a couple weeks, y'all. He's the most overhyped Mexican champion I've ever seen, dude.
Like, here's my thing.
He's had one big win his whole career, and that was against the first Triple G fight. And that one, I don't even know if he won. You can't name anybody that's Hall of Fame worthy that he's beat.
I'm not gonna argue with that. I'm not gonna argue with that. My thing is this.
To me, I want Crawford to get the fight because there's nothing else for the dude to do at 154. There's nobody for him to fight. He can beat all them guys.
I don't think he can beat all those guys.
Come on, who's gonna beat him at 154, Jay?
I think Mel can beat him. I think Mel can beat him.
Who?
I think Mel can beat him.
I'll give you if Mel is what Mel used to be, then I can see. But Mel's one of them dudes. He got the Super Pajama fight, man, his last fight, so he might not want to be the same again.
No, you're right about that. But here's my thing, Walt. I just don't want Crawford to get the fight.
No, I know that, man. Because here's the thing, bro. You always say, I don't hate Crawford, but, man, you go hard against that man, dude.
No. I hate his fans.
Like,
I hate his fans.
You don't want him to get to be honest, you don't want him to get that Canelo fight, and I know that.
No, I don't want him to get it because I was talking to Jason earlier today, and we were talking about this right here, this very topic. And I said, you know what? First, I was like, man, I would like to see him fight Canelo because I like to see Canelo put him in the dirt because I want to see all of his fans cry. But then I said, you know what? I don't even want him to get the fight because you know what his fans gonna say? He was daring to be great, and so what he lost, he still got paid. So now I don't want him to get paid either.
Greg, I just have a hard time seeing it because Canelo showed me again last night. His whole thing is plotting and trying to hit you. Crawford don't move like he can move, but he moves way better than Edgar Berlanga. Crawford has enough skill to outplay
at 54.
Canelo. He does.
At 54. At 54, he does. But you got Edgar Berlanga who came into the. Hold on, let me finish.
If he fights Canelo, he's gonna weigh like 160, 160, 162. He's not.
That's fine. That's fine. Now that's going. He's still going to. He's still. He's still going to. That's fine. He's still going to. You listen. Styles make fights. Terence Crawford, a part of his style that makes him so effective is his reach, right? And the ability and the inability of certain fighters. Yep, and the inability of certain fighters to be able to counter him. So he's been able to let me finish. He's been able to counter hurt fighters, and Canelo will not be hurt by Terence Crawford. And you're talking about.
I agree with that. I agree.
So if he don't have the fight, look at Cool Boy Steph last night, or Cool Boy Steph.
Crawford's not Cool Boy Steph, bro.
But that's not the point that I'm making. He was the more skilled fighter in the ring, but he had problems with the power.
Yes. Because Cool Boy Steph don't have the I just don't.
And Crawford won't either. Man, Crawford is not. Man, Crawford is.
If they ever do fight and Crawford beats him, are you ever gonna give him his due?
He won't beat him. He gonna get put in the dirt.
But I'm saying if he does, man, what you gonna see? My hot thing is like you're sounding like I was sounding like Florida State at the start of the year. They going this, they going that, and then when it happens, I'm hiding. You know what I'm saying? It's like don't.
No. So hold on.
Don't be hiding, brother.
When Spence when Spence lost,
this
was the only platform.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all wasn't taking calls the last few weeks, and I was glad because I knew Jay was gonna roast me.
No. Oh yeah. I hear you there. But what I'm saying is that when Errol Spence lost, we were the only platform that was right in front of the firing range. I actually came on live solo, so I won't hide.
I picked Errol too, brothers. I agree. But you're digging even deeper now with somebody else. It's like I'm not gonna count Crawford out until I see it because he showed me way more than Canelo showed me in his career. Canelo Alvarez is like people keep this dude. It baffles me. I told y'all I'm 62. I've watched most of the baddest cats, and I've never seen somebody get just passed over like he's this great dude when you can't. I can't even. There's nobody Hall of Fame worthy that he's beaten. Triple G was a middleweight champion and would never try to unify because he would have got smashed against Charo or Andre. He would never go nowhere near them two dudes. So even the Triple G win's not that big for me. It's just like I just haven't seen it with Canelo. It's the reason why he said Oscar De La Hoya is disloyal because Oscar told him to be great, you have to beat Andre Ward. You have to beat Andre at the time, and he didn't take them fights, so he fired De La Hoya for trying to make him do that. Who does that shit?
Hey, listen.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen, you don't like Canelo Alvarez, and that's fine. And I can personally understand that. I don't have no problem with that. With that being said, you're gonna put Terence Crawford in the dirt.
No, I used to like Canelo. When Canelo came up and he took the Floyd fight, I was giving him credit. But then after that, he just went straight up into the sack, man.
Yeah, no, I hear what you said. You're not lying. Listen, you're not lying. Everything that you're saying is correct. I'm perfectly content with all of that. Everything you said is correct.
Get the fight, man.
No, that's not why I want him to get the fight, though. I want to see David Benavidez get the fight. I don't want to see Terence Crawford anywhere near.
David Benavidez.
And neither is Terence Crawford.
$1 million.
And neither is he asked for 150 to fight Terence Crawford. He ain't getting the fight either. Get him out of here.
You're probably Greg. You're probably right on that because he knows any fight that he knows that there's a chance he could lose. He's not going to take the fight.
Well, good. If that's the way that y'all want to frame it, I'm fine with that.
Y'all doing it. You don't want Crawford to get out of fighter because you just don't like Crawford. I just don't understand that.
No, I don't like his fans. I don't like his fans. I don't like his fans.
I don't like his fans either. You guys got to remember, I was picking Errol to win that fight.
I know. Man, but listen, you react to things in a different way. You are different, Walt. You're okay with it. I'm not.
See Canelo get his ass whooped.
Yeah, it won't be by Terence Crawford.
Beat him, I was on cloud 9, dude.
It won't be Terence Crawford. That fight. It won't be Terence. He gonna lose to Bivol in the rematch.
Canelo will lose to Benavidez. He'll lose to Morrell. He's not going to fight anybody with that skill set.
He's going to fight Bivol again.
Because if it was such an easy fight, he would take it. Because you see how quick he jumped on the Mel fight. Because he knew he could beat Mel easy.
No, he learned from that
Crawford's
mistake.
a little different.
He learned from that mistake.
If Crawford gets hit a lot to the body in the first couple rounds, then all things out the window.
Man, Canelo going to be hitting Crawford. Canelo going to be hitting Crawford in his arms. Because that's what you guys are failing to understand. He gonna be landing everywhere, and that little frail body that started at 130 pounds.
That dirty shit.
Yeah, that little frail body that started at 135 pounds, it's gonna start to feel it. It's gonna start to feel those blows that keep landing on his shoulders and his arms. And when those arms get heavy,
else happening. The best fighter in boxing can't even get a fight.
Listen, I'll put it to you like this. I would support the fight as long as Terence Crawford is making $5 million or under.
And then I had to sit back and listen to you guys with the what's my man's name at welterweight, the brother from Atlanta.
Brian Norman Jr.?
Everybody's giving big credit for beating the Mexican dude that just stood right in front of you and just throw punches. A couple fights before that, he fought a guy with a little bit skilled and got dropped. He gets in the ring with boots. That fight's not going more than 8 rounds. It's like, and I know you got that Atlanta love, and believe me, I'm not trying to kill that kid, but he's not ready for that. So he should have took that money to fight him, because if he is what he says he is. It's like, I watched that dude's whole career mostly, because especially when he got to ESPN. What was the guy's name? He fought a Spanish dude with a name begin with a B. And what he does, every time that brother, I can't think of it, you know what I'm talking about, from Atlanta, every time when he loads up to throw his right hand, he does what Devin Haney does. He bows and arrows. And the dude was waiting for it and caught him with a right hand right over the left and dropped him. And the bell rang and saved him. He got up and he went back to the corner. He put his arms on the ropes. Junior, you know the junior dude. Put his arms on the ropes. And then when the ref brought him back together, the bell rang because he was out of it on his feet. He would have already had a loss. So if you put him in the ring with boots now, his father knows that. That was all cap. Even though Eddie Hearn is funny on the money, but they can't fight that dude now. You know? And that's all I got to say, man. But Jason, man, just the look on your face is killing. Y'all have a good day.
All right, well, later, dude.
I see your bail application, Walt.
Man, shut your ass up. So we got Tucson in the building. We got NHA Tubes in the building. We got Courtney in the building. So we're going to start off with 2 Cents Boxing. 2 Cents, what's going on?
What up? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
shit,
cool.
Man,
I was just hopping up here to chop it up with y'all. I really don't know what's next for Canelo Alvarez. As I'm sitting here trying to think about it, it do kind of look like maybe he's on his way out the door. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see a Jake Paul fight next. To be honest with you.
Do you want to see him get in the ring with Terence Crawford?
Part of me, it's like no, but then part of me is like yes, so people can see like, guys,
what we've been talking about.
I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not gonna be what you think it is. Like they take Terence Crawford in their mind and they drop the version that they see at a lower weight class in the ring, and believe that somehow it's gonna be the same thing. It doesn't work like that. Boxing has never worked like that, and I don't know why people don't understand that. Now, me personally, I do want to see him get the fight because I want to see him get put in the dirt, and I want people to get the opportunity to see that. But then when his fans talk crazy like Band up here, smirking all in the camera and shit, I don't like that. It makes me want to see. It makes me want to see him not get the fight. It makes me want him to not get the fight. Now, the compromise for me, 2 Cents, is this: if they were to put him in the ring with Canelo Alvarez but paid him $5 million or less, I'd be happy. I want Canelo to walk away with all the money. I want Terence Crawford to get the opportunity to get the glory that supposedly he's seeking. that would be the perfect compromise for me. I support the fight 100%.
Well, we shall see. Ain't no telling though. It is boxing, so you never know. But I just don't see it happening, and I also don't think like the Bud fans really understand that the same logic could be applied to him in a Boots fight.
They don't understand that at all.
I don't know why. It's just like
it escapes them, right? So what they hold on to is, but Terence Crawford has all these accolades, but not one of them exists at 168. That's the problem. They're all at a lower weight class. You know what I'm saying? So that means nothing. At comparison to Canelo Alvarez, he's done nothing. So how is it that you can argue for Terence Crawford yet you can't argue for a Boots fight?
Exactly. It's real hypocritical, but you know how they are, especially ones in the Discord that just can't go 1 second without mentioning Terence Crawford, no matter what you're talking about.
Lil J, Fabrizio, ASVP TV. You can't talk about one freaking topic. You talk about Tank. You talk about Shakur. You talk about Loma. You talk about Haney. Every time, somehow, they circle right back to Terence Crawford. Some way, some shape, somehow. Like, why? Like, nobody gives a damn about Terence Crawford, man. You see that. Nobody. All you guys that sitting up there, man, like this, with all that in your mouth, none of y'all even buy his fights. I guess this the bourbon talking, huh? I must be drunk.
Hold on. Nobody buy the fights.
None of y'all buy the fights.
Not very many people.
I know somebody named Bandit that was live in attendance. Talk about support your favorite fighter.
You just got one of them tickets that Turkey Island Sheik gave out. You ain't even pay for it. They had free cup tickets out there.
No, hold on. I didn't get that shirt for free. I got 2 shirts actually for me and my girl, and I paid both of them. Come on now, don't try to say Bud fans don't be buying fights. I was there. I got the videos to prove it.
You got those tickets comped.
This guy is crazy. Riyadh season was in full effect that night. Hey, that was amazing. The walk was amazing. Everything they had lifted up, fire going. Looked like
you know what else was amazing? You know what else was amazing? All those damn empty seats out there. That was amazing too.
That many empty seats. Bro, you know crazy? I went back to my pictures. I don't know what all these empty seats you was talking about, especially when the car was on.
Hey man,
because when the main car was on, definitely it was packed.
The information is out there, man. The place seat 20,000. They only had 17 in attendance, and about 3,000 of the tickets were comped. So let's stop it. The information is out there. So
my floor seat. Hey, I didn't get no comp tickets for no floor seats, partner. I ain't
okay. Too bad. How much you paid? How much you paid for them? $50 a piece?
You said $50 a piece.
Yeah. You know those damn. You know those tickets didn't cost nothing.
That's why I said you're horrible. And the same reason, what's it called? You work. You try to work mysterious, but it ain't that mysterious to figure you out, bro. Because you be like, oh, I don't want to fight. I don't want Bud to have to fight, so his fans can't say at least he was daring to be great. When that's the same reason, in the same sense, why your ass was on live the night Errol Spence got his ass put to be like you was the only one to take the heat. The heat was gonna come for you, whether you was there that night or there the next day, or there the next day. We was gonna come for your head.
So what?
And you was slouched back.
Listen,
back. You was like Fat Joe. You was on some lean back. You wasn't sitting up right. You was not sitting up right. I rewatched the video. Your whole face, everything was all live.
Jesus Christ.
You look like
fantasy.
You got the emotional part and
fantasy.
Got the physical part.
All fantasy. So number one, if you look at my facial expressions, they look no different than any other fight that I'm watching.
That night it did it.
It didn't. I could go and look at. I could pull the video up. My face didn't look any different. That's number one. Number two, I watched the fight in my theater room, dog. I'm in a recliner. What do you expect? I can't sit up.
Greg,
what do you guys talk about?
I seen it. I tuned in, man. I was tuned into all this best fans.
Man, just that shit up, man.
Another thing that the Crawford fans do, they just can't let that fight go. Like they just have to bring it up and talk about it.
Because he like using that. Oh, we was the only ones here. You was gonna catch this piece left and right.
Dude, listen. No. Listen to what I'm saying. I could have just made videos and cut the comments off, brother. I wasn't gonna catch no heat. I could have stopped from catching heat.
You were like, if Errol lose, I ain't coming on. He said I ain't coming on. He said you guys ain't gonna see me for a week.
Yep, but I did. I did. I'm a straight up G, man. I'm a straight up G. I don't run from no smoke. Let's keep that a buck. I don't run from no smoke. I kept and y'all guys, there was a lot of platforms, and correct me if I'm wrong, there was a lot of platforms that you brothers got blocked from. Say I'm wrong. Say I'm lying. Yep. Say I'm lying.
I said one thing to Fanon and got blocked. He didn't even respond.
Okay then. So clearly, I don't run from the smoke. Clearly, Jason don't run from the smoke.
Nah, you right. I give it to y'all too. We had a lot of Cincinnati fans like they just disappeared.
And I got something to say about this boosting. I know somebody that want boots, that you know what I mean, that been calling for boots, and Mr. Connor Ben, and I don't even see boots even.
Man, what the fuck?
You know what I mean?
Jesus Christ!
For that man, but we still talk about that man going to the bud, and we keep talking about people in different weight classes. Before, you talking about some damn Charlo. Wasn't Charlo on Bud's list until he got his ass kicked? So they're talking about Bud, this Charlo, Bud went Charlo, bro. He already said he was gonna whoop his ass. Do you not remember him talking shit to him? And while he was over there, when he was whooping Errol's ass, and he was talking shit to him.
Is he trying to fight him now? Is he trying to fight him now?
Band up,
bro. Why is he not trying to fight him now? Why isn't he even interested in that nigga now? No, keep it a stat.
Why should he be?
Because he just saw what happened to him with Madrimov and know that Mel's better.
Oh my God!
Why
so the first guy to go 12 rounds with Terence Crawford and how many years and all of a sudden Terence Crawford had a bad outing because somebody went 12 rounds with him.
That's not a bad outing. He just didn't look good.
Whoa!
He look good about?
Nobody said nothing about the round.
What did he look good
about his
about?
Performance as a whole.
He looked bad. Look heavy, look slower. Everything. He looked heavier. He looked slower. He was able to get countered. All that.
He got hit with a couple rights. He ain't get his ass whooped. You act like he got his ass
whooped. I ain't say he got his ass whooped. I just saw.
This is how I know you guys. When they put together a video.
Hold on. Everybody trying to talk at one time. No, hold on, guys. Two people talking at one same time. Courtney, go ahead and say what you, because two people were talking at the same time. I couldn't hear you. What were you saying, Courtney?
Thank you. I believe that you think Crawford perfect, really, and that he didn't look perfect that fight because he got caught with a couple rights. He ain't get whooped on.
No.
Nothing. Period. Bottom line is, if people know boxing, then they knew that my man had a very, very weird way of fighting with throwing all those feints, and Bud is a master counterpuncher. That's why he could whoop Canelo, because he's a master counterpuncher. Y'all act like Bud can't whoop on Canelo. It's crazy.
He can't.
It's crazy.
No, he can't.
Because, Canelo is way more than beatable. Floyd would beat the.
So is Crawford.
I know he was younger. I know whatever.
Too
but
little.
I'm talking about y'all act like it's
Blood ain't Floyd.
and all this power and shit. Like, man, master counterpuncher.
Man,
Crawford gonna counter punch the shit out of that man.
Hold on.
What?
Hold on.
Gonna do to Canelo?
Yeah, exactly. That's number one.
Honey bun. That's the
Hold on.
question. What makes you think he couldn't?
We just saw him not be able to hurt Madrimov. That's what. The fuck you talking about? We've never seen Canelo hurt.
Let's stop. Hold on. Can I answer that question? Can I respond to that? Him and Madrimov wasn't fighting. They was sitting. Y'all watched it. They was sitting in the middle of the ring. They was nowhere near fighting. They wasn't standing there going blow for blow. Y'all know they was playing chess in that ring. Y'all know that. Now look, if it was another 60. Hold on. Let me just say this. If it was another, let it have been Ortiz in there swinging. Bud would have showed you something. Bud would have showed you. He would have got him up out of there. He would have got him up out of there.
Okay. Now let us respond. Let us respond. You're talking about a chess match. Why do you believe it was a chess match? Well, I'm not. That's a rhetorical question. I don't want you to answer it. It was a chess match because Madrimov was dangerous and had power. The same power that can.
No.
Okay. So Terence Crawford just decided to have a chess match when he could just go in there and knock the fucking guy out, is what you're saying.
No. Can I respond? It was a chess match because Bud is a counter puncher, and my man wasn't gonna throw no punches. He was gonna feint. Bud waiting on him to swing. My man wasn't gonna swing at all. Bud ain't gonna.
He should got active.
Go ahead.
You should have got active.
So you believe that Canelo Alvarez is just gonna fucking walk in there and throw punches that Terence Crawford is just gonna fucking counter, and you don't believe that So, and you don't believe that Canelo Alvarez is also a terrific counterpuncher?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Okay, then. So that means that a counterpuncher can actually counter a counter.
That's true. But
okay, then.
But what if they, hold on, let me ask you though, Greg, but what if it ain't nothing to counter? My man Mastermoff was throwing feint.
So Terence Crawford, I'm talking about Canelo versus Terence Crawford. Because if Terence, so you can throw a punch out there with the anticipation based off of what you've seen from a fighter that he's going to try to counter it and then counter his counter.
Right.
And Canelo has the ability to do that. I keep trying to tell y'all, you guys have allowed that fight with Terence Crawford and Errol Spence to make y'all think this dude is a superhero. Madrimov just showed you that all you need is a goddamn feint. Like I was saying that for Errol, all you need is a goddamn feint, so it's not easy to counter you.
Hold on, but wait, I agree.
What did that feint do for Madrimov?
I'm a real one, Greg.
So Madrimov is Canelo?
Excuse me.
No, go ahead, Courtney. And we got to get NHA tube in next too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I just want to say this. First, I want you to know I ain't no Bud fan like that. First of all, I'm not. I didn't when Earl and Bud fought. I ain't even want them to fight because I love Earl so much. I ain't want to fight. I didn't want to see it because I know Bud, man. Bud is one of them. I'm telling you, one day, man, Greg, you gonna Bud one of them. Seriously, one of them. The difference is between him and Floyd, that boy mean. But listen, back to the real quick, because I can let you move on. To Canelo. To counter punch, a punch have to be thrown. That's why sometimes somebody just throw the jab out there, just throwing it out there with the intent, just to make a move or something. Just when you see traps set, when people throw their guard up for a second to make you think you gonna throw a guard, but really you not. It's a trap. So only way you can counter, you have to swing. Somebody got to do something with that. And Bud wanted them patient. Then you seen Bud turn it up on my man after a while. He wasn't just going to sit there and play the game. He seen that my man was throwing all those feints. Bud turned it up on him. Y'all just wanted it to happen a little earlier. You know, that's why he kept getting caught with them rights. People wanted him to switch back over. He was getting caught with them rights because he was in that left. He was in the southpaw stance. If he would have switched it back over, all that would have stopped. But long story short, I'm going to let you move on. I just feel like, you know, you giving Crawford the blues, man. And I like him because I feel like Canelo and Crawford is that one fight that we all got to have. We got to see that. He's the only one that can whoop Canelo. Canelo going to run through everything. And then it's always, they never going to count the Floyd fight because he was so young. Bud, the only one that we got that'll whoop him. And look, y'all, Boots ain't the man era. That's his little bro era. That's your core era. They was in the Olympics together. That meant Boots and Crawford and Canelo is the same era. Y'all want to see that brother go down there and destroy that young brother. I think Crawford, I don't know. I'm a Boots fan. I don't know. That's a 50-50 fight. But I do know this. Bud don't want to fight that young brother, man. They ain't in the same era. He going to tear his career up. Let Boots shine. Nobody want to see them fight. And the real ones who in the game, they don't want to see it, man. I don't either. Because, and not that, the only reason you want to see it, Greg, is because he the only person in the boxing game that got a chance on whooping Crawford. Just him. You can't name another motherfucker you would throw up in there want to say, get up in there with him. Just Boots, y'all. Just
Canelo, Mel, I throw all of them up in there and say they got a damn good chance to beat Terence Crawford.
Mel, you don't mean Mel. You don't really.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do mean. I mean Mel. Hey, man, we got to get NHA 2 sometime too, man.
Go ahead. Nice talking to you, bro.
All right, appreciate you, Courtney.
You said Boots was a 50-50 fight, but you don't want to see that fight.
It makes no sense.
I like to see it, but I don't want to. I'm going to be honest with that because it's going to be a winner, but y'all ain't going to like the outcome. I promise.
Yeah. I don't like the outcome.
It's going to be a hell of a fight. That's why.
Yeah, that's all. That's all we said. But that's fine.
Y'all think that he the only one that can whoop him. That's it. Y'all ain't Canelo and Mel. You know Mel don't even sound right.
Yeah, it does to me.
And that's it.
No.
Be honest, fellas.
No.
Who's the only person that can whoop him? Be honest, Greg.
Mel can too. Mel can whoop him too.
How? When he was running around there with Canelo, you will see the difference between Bud and Mel when Bud get in there with Canelo.
Yeah, I know. Bud going to sleep because he gonna actually try to fight and win. And he going night straight into the dirt.
Before I go though, the younger Canelo, he was strong as hell and he was fast than a motherfucker. Why Floyd wasn't running around that bitch like Mel was? Why Floyd was standing there fucking with him?
Keep comparing a fight from 10 goddamn years ago. You keep comparing a fight from 10 years ago at a different weight class.
No. I'm saying Canelo was at his best. To me, he was faster.
Oh,
he was
fuck.
stronger back then. He was a faster Canelo, stronger Canelo. Right now, this an old Canelo, man. He ain't nothing.
And this a old ass Crawford. All right, man. We gotta move on to the next door. I appreciate you, Courtney.
You too, sir.
All right, later. All right, we got NHA Tube in the building, man. This is my dude right here, man. I know he's gonna come in and start talking crazy, but we gotta let him go.
Lord.
I know you about to start talking crazy.
That sounds crazy in itself.
What's up, man?
But I'm cool, man. How y'all feeling this Sunday morning?
Oh man, we doing good, man. We doing good. People probably think that I'm tipsy though because I'm animated. I don't know why. I'm always animated, right? I don't know. Go ahead, NHA.
You talking crazy, bro?
For sure.
Who talking crazy?
But,
you talking crazy for saying that shit.
Yeah, I got a secret I got to share with everybody on the panel in the chat. Greg, specifically Greg, knows Crawford can beat Canelo quite easily.
I do not.
But
Stop it, NHA.
He doesn't. The fact he you don't mess with Canelo. He hates Canelo too. I'm over front, but I think he hates Bud just a little bit more because of what he did to Errol. But he knows, and that's why he doesn't want Bud to be the one that beats Canelo. He wants Canelo to get his ass whooped. He does, but he just doesn't want Bud to be the one to do it.
I don't think Bud is the one that can do it.
Man, if you believe that Spence had a chance to beat Canelo,
I never did. I
mean, most of his fans, most of Spence fans clamoring for that fight.
We had Errol Spence fans getting mad at us because we said that Errol moving up would be a bad idea. He would not beat Canelo. That was before the Terence Crawford fight.
I think here's where I'm at with the Canelo.
But hold on, NHA. Even when people try to make that comparison, Terence Crawford is on his 4th weight class. Errol Spence is still in his 1st weight class. So logically, even if you were interested in that fight, you would think, okay, it's been time for Errol Spence to move up, and he'll be able to rehydrate.
Move up 3 weight classes?
Not bigger than Canelo, but this is Terence Crawford's 4th weight class, and then you want him to go up another 2-3 weight classes. So yeah, it's a completely different. I don't know why people keep trying to make.
No, it's just this is a double standard. I mean, because Errol would have been jumping up 3 weight classes, and the fact that Bud started at 135 don't really mean nothing. The man's he's 5'8", same height as Canelo.
How it don't mean nothing that he on his 4th weight class?
Let me just finish. You could be on your 4th weight. Roberto Duran started at 135. He fought at he ended his career at 168. Same thing for Sugar Ray. I could go on. Just because you start a weight class don't mean, you know what I'm saying, you can't naturally compete at a high weight class.
No, but like, so you just named Duran. Duran was a monster at 35. He didn't look anywhere near that at 54. He didn't look anywhere near that at 60 or 68.
Well, Duran ain't Bud.
And Bud ain't Duran.
They don't. That's true. But Duran, Duran's my guy. So Sugar Ray, but I don't think, scale wise, he ring IQ and every other intangible Bud brings. I'm sorry to say, Duran can't hold Bud's job strap.
Man, what the fuck? Man, what the fuck? This nigga ain't beat nobody. How do you know? Who is he beat that's a world class? Who is he beat that's a Hall of Famer? You made that comment and he ain't beat not one Hall of Famer yet?
Okay, hold on. So Spence ain't a Hall of Famer?
Bud said he ain't.
Y'all say it.
Bud said he ain't.
I'm talking with you. I know.
I'm telling you what Bud said.
I think
so you gotta answer me. So it's Spence. You definitely make it to the Hall of Fame. Sean Porter fought all of them.
And he ain't making it to the Hall of Fame.
Too bad.
Sean Porter lost to all of them. He ain't beat not one of them. He ain't going no Hall of Fame.
Make it to the Hall of Fame. I could name some fighters that made it to the Hall of Fame, man, that don't even.
Buzz record compared to other all-time greats. He don't got that record like that. He don't.
Exactly.
Like we can't even do that.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. To say that he can't hold Durant's jockstrap. Durant can't hold his jockstrap.
Who he?
Durant can't hold his jockstrap. Roberto Durant, one of the four kings, can't hold Terence Crawford jockstrap, who has only beat Errol Spence. What?
Because everybody on the PBC side was scared of that smoke. Now, y'all know it's well documented.
According to y'all, everybody on PBC with height jobs. So what does it matter?
I mean, frankly, you know what I'm saying? You fight in the division. You fight the talent that's, you know, in the area you're fighting in. It is what it is. So.
And that's fine, but that doesn't mean that you get credit just because you fought the available talent. When somebody was in a harder era, no, I'm sorry. Well, we got to give them a pass. We got to grade on the curve because the people in the era. No, that's not how it works.
All I'm gonna say, there's plenty of motherfuckers in the Hall of Fame that don't belong in the Hall of Fame. So you asking me who he beat that's going to the Hall of Fame. That really don't hold water. Mickey Ward's in the Hall of Fame, isn't he?
I don't think so.
The John Gotti's in the Hall of Fame, isn't he?
I don't think so. I think they're in the Las Vegas Hall of Fame.
I mean, I think they're in the actual Hall of Fame, but we can all agree there's a bunch of motherfuckers in the Hall of Fame that don't belong in boxing Hall of Fame. If we, you know what I'm saying.
Let me look it up.
Look at the record.
I'm about to look it up right now. And if
Adrian
Gotti's
going to be in the Hall of Fame. Think about that.
So.
He's the youngest sport.
Oh, there we go. He's the
Let me
youngest.
jump in and
Who the
cook
fuck
real quick.
Adrian Bro to be?
Crawford and
Yeah, I think Gotti is in the Hall of Fame. But that was just because he died. That's because he died.
That's because he died.
Come on, Greg.
There's no way people gonna put him in the Hall of Fame
you
like
are
that.
the greatest.
You might be right. You might be right, but you ain't got to say it on a Sunday. That's all I'm saying. You ain't got to say it.
Man, what you want me to do? Hey, you know what? Band up. I got some connection with Boots. I'm gonna hit Boots up and let him. You took a picture with Boots, but you clearly a goddamn Boots hater. Everything you said, so I don't even know how you took a picture of him.
If I'm a Boots hater, how are you not a Crawford hater? I am not a Boots hater.
Everything. You just talk negative about Boots.
You
just talk negative.
I would have told Boots to his face. I don't think he.
No, and you would have got knocked out.
Hey, look,
anyway, man.
From the picture, look, I might get one. I might get a punch in. Oh no, I got that reach.
You ain't getting no punch in. You going to sleep. You going right to sleep. You going right to sleep. Anyway, hey, my thing is this, man. You guys live in an alternate. You guys live in an alternate universe, NHA. You know I love you, man. Blaze, pound for pound. I love you too, brother. But sometimes y'all live in an alternate universe where Terence Crawford is this champion that
Hold up, Greg. Hold up, Greg. You gotta attribute my comments to my comments. I think for myself, as far as how I'm a fan of Bud. So don't bunch me up with the crew. You feel me? I got my.
I might be wrong. I'm a
Bud fan, but I don't. We're not talking about. We're not going to be doing Hall of Fame comparisons. We know level competition. We're not going to do all that.
Okay. I'll stand corrected.
I watched him live go undisputed in 2 divisions. We can make excuses about every opponent he did it, but he did that. Now,
he did it.
That's neither here nor there. He did that in 2 divisions, undisputed.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like what that's credit enough for me.
Yeah,
that's credit enough. You get all the belts in 2 divisions.
Yeah, gets bumps.
Like you act like he waited for the stars to align and get lucky for his level of competition, and he's still active, and he's trying to fight somebody great like Canelo. Shout out to
somebody
Edgar
great
Berlanga,
in his weight class.
Terror Squad. I told him he was going to show up. I knew he was going to show up. That young boy's going to be a star one day. I respect him. He went from fighting tomato cans, got in there with Canelo, and did his thing. So shout out to EB. But back to Crawford.
What did he do?
He survived. That's what he did, and he punched back.
Every round.
That's what he did.
Like, what did
and
he
kept his right hand up the whole time, so he didn't get liced out. He survived. That's all I needed for him. Yo, what type of expectations did y'all have for that kid? Look at his record. He ain't fight nobody.
Just like
but he
Crawford.
swung it out with a legend. But anyways, back to Crawford and Canelo. I think Crawford should fight Lara if he's really serious. Go up to 160, fight him.
Nah, I could see that. I would agree.
Then he's 5 division world champion. And
I'm sorry. Say that one more time, Blake. Blake, say that one more time. Blake, say that one more time. You should go up and fight who? I'm sorry.
I said he goes up to 160. He fights Lara for the title. If he wins, he's 5 division against a Hall of Famer. Because Lara's going to be in the Hall of Fame. Shout out to Q.
I got Lara.
Down.
I got Lara.
You feel me?
I got Lara.
Yeah, of course you do. Of course you do. And look, legitimately so. Crawford can lose that fight. Like, I'm a Crawford fan, but listen, that's going to be a fight, homie. That's going to be a fight. And so what I'm telling him is like, hey, if he's really about Canelo and he's really serious about us, because like I said, man, we watched Charlo jump 2-weight divisions, bro. And then he didn't have no power.
Let me ask you a question.
He punched on Charlo and didn't do nothing.
Dude, Charlo wouldn't open up. There was a reason why he wouldn't. Like, I don't know why y'all think Canelo's sweet. Y'all think Canelo's sweet or something.
No. Stop it, Greg. That's what I'm saying. Don't put words in my mouth. I've never said that.
What are you saying? What are you saying?
Check this out. I became a super fan of Canelo when he fought Bivol. Understand, Canelo was a fucking tank. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. Listen, I want to see Crawford fight him because he want to fight him. But I'm not delusional to think that he won't get his ass knocked out in there.
Oh, okay.
I just want to see it.
Different.
This is what I'm talking about. Like as a Bud Crawford fan, if he's saying that, I'm like, yeah, okay, I want to see it. You feel me? And I'm a root for him, just like I root for Berlanga, but I'm not gonna act like this is a 50-50 fight or some shit like that. Come on, man. Canelo just showed us right now who he is.
And he's that guy.
It's like, listen, I'm a boxing fan and you know, I'm an analyst, so to speak, when I got time to watch. So I look at the facts. My mind can change if people show me different facts. You feel me? I live in reality. Sometimes I got blind spots. You give me some good points, I add on. But just understand what Canelo demonstrated yesterday. That he got sledgehammers in both hands. That his lead left is devastating. Nasty work. And that's with his lead hand. So right there at 168. That's why people need to start talking what's up with David Benavidez. I don't know.
Well, that's what I want to ask you. That's what I want to ask you, though. I want to hold on. I want to ask you something though, real quick, and then I want to move to Shelton more. But you said he could move up to fight Israel Lara. Why not? Well, why not just move up and fight Benavidez? That way, we all want to see the fight after that. He beat Benavidez. Everybody want to see the fight.
Because Bud fights for legacy.
That's a legacy fight
for him right now.
What are you talking about?
No, bro. Hey,
he fights for money and he fights for legacy. Like
what? But no. Hold on.
Let me finish. Let me respond. He was talking to me. Hold on.
Let me finish though. Let me finish. So you're telling me that Israel Lara is a bigger fight that will have more benefit for his legacy than David Benavidez? I don't give a fuck about the titles. You go beat David Benavidez, the Mexican monster. Let me finish. But that I don't care. But I don't care. That's always That's always a convenient excuse for y'all to have him fight somebody that ain't really worth a damn. They got the title.
But Greg, though, I'm not making it an excuse. That's a fact.
It is. It's an excuse. Homie. It's an excuse. He don't chase bait. Listen. Let me ask you a question. No. If Canelo, brother, hold on.
2 times undisputed.
Hold on.
Division champion. What are we talking about?
Hold on. If Canelo Alvarez did not have one fucking belt, Terence Crawford would still be trying to fight him. He didn't have to have one fucking belt. He'd still be trying to fight him. And you know what you be saying out of your mouth? It's a legacy fight.
But Greg, no.
What?
Or a money fight. Or Greg.
Okay. David Benavidez wouldn't be a money fight?
What are we talking about here?
David Benavidez wouldn't be a money fight?
Agree on that, but I'm
hold on.
Words up.
Hold on.
Fight for legacy or fight for money?
Okay, so legacy doesn't just mean a belt, and beating David Benavidez is a legacy fight.
But it's not.
But David Benavidez is still a legacy fight. That's what I'm saying. Going up and beating David Benavidez is a legacy fight. I don't care what you say. going up and move. I don't care what title he has. And he had the WBC title at one point, the interim title. So he would have went up and won the interim title there.
Talking about the wrist though, too.
Okay then, just say that. You know goddamn well he can't beat him. And that's why you don't want to see it. Just say that. Stop making the bullshit excuses.
Greg. I hear you.
The excuse is bullshit. It's bullshit excuse. All this shit about, he ain't got a title. He ain't got a title. No, that's a bullshit excuse.
Hey, but Greg, I'm not going to disagree with you about David Benavidez being a legacy. No. I mean, no. Greg, let me answer real quick. I'm not saying, listen, I'm not saying that he can't beat him, but I think, see, look, we just talked about this here. I'm going to be honest with you. I think Canelo, hold up real quick, Greg, listen to me. Greg, hold up real quick. Hold up.
I'm not talking.
Greg, let me finish my.
I'm not talking.
That don't really matter. Listen, I think the monster David Benavidez can beat Canelo. And I think Canelo will beat Crawford. So I think David would beat Crawford. Like, I'm not telling you he's not. And I'm telling you the risk is not worth the reward. It's a legacy fight, but it's not for the money that he make taking the risk to fight Canelo. He got no business jumping.
He got no business jumping up, period. He got no business jumping up, period.
Frustrated as Norman and Boots. They should fight, but I don't know. But motherfuckers be ducking.
All right, something. Blaze, can you hear us?
What I'm telling you is I hear you, but I want to see it.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Bud Crawford fans,
I
want
can
to see it.
Okay, hold on. I'm a mute Blaze because I think Blaze was behind or something. Go ahead, Shelton.
Okay. What's the topic? What are you guys talking about? Should Crawford move up and fight Benavidez? Is that the topic?
I mean, they keep bringing it back to Terence Crawford, man. Like, listen, Crawford. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
We was talking about what's next for Canelo, I'm guessing. But real quick before we get back on that, I know Mr. Sheldon want to talk, but do you think that they could be building a Plant Canelo rematch?
No, Canelo said last night that he has no interest in Plant.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just curious.
He only wants to evolve.
Yeah, I would hope not. Now, should Crawford move? Well, see, let's take it back about a year and a half, 2 years ago. Had anybody heard of Cody Crowley before he went up and beat that number one contender in the IBF?
Not many. I had heard of him, but not many.
He got his shot how? He got his shot by going up and beating the number one guy in the IBF, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So, if Crawford wants to fight Canelo, go up to 68, and your first fight should be the number one guy at 68. Beat that guy, you get the shot. No?
Exactly. I have been making that argument for a long time. If he really wants to fight, go up. Why does Terence Crawford get to go up and jump the line when he's 3 weight classes behind everybody? He's not a draw.
Okay, I want to know who. No, hold on. Who? Name me one person in the panel.
Fans, that's the same. He need to move up to 58.
Can I just finish, please? Who was saying this when Tank was saying he wanted to fight Conor Ben?
Tank is a name. Tank is a draw. Terence is not. I have made this. Hold on real quick, guys.
He can cherry pick. He can do what he want to do.
Hold on real quick. Guys, real quick. I have made this argument 2 times. Or multiple times, rather. Terence, if you're moving up multiple weight classes, there's 2 ways why I would support you skipping the line. And that's the reason why I said Terence Crawford, if he were to do well in his fight with Madrimov as the headliner, I would have fully been like, yo, they need to make that fight. That's if you draw or if you move up and defeat somebody already at that weight class. Those are the 2 ways. Terence Crawford does not draw. And then he should move up and already beat somebody at that weight class. The reason why they don't want that is because they know if he has to get in the ring with anybody else at 168, 9 times out of 10, he never makes it to Canelo. And y'all know it. So that's the point that I've been making. You use Gervonta Davis. He's the 2nd biggest draw in the sport. Yeah, he's going to skip lines. That's how it works. It's always worked like that in boxing. Let's not pretend otherwise.
I just see double standard coming for y'all.
No, I see a double standard coming from you.
Double standard.
So you think? Hold on. So
don't deserve to jump up 2-weight class or 3-weight class.
He doesn't.
Fight. So he needs to fight the number 1 contender. But why does it? What does he need to fight David Benavidez for?
Because he's never been at the weight class. Why does he get to jump up and why does he get to jump up and beat everybody?
You got to fight somebody in the division.
That's the way it normally freaking works. The only way it doesn't work like that is if you're a WBO champion in the weight class directly above or below. That's it.
It doesn't, but that's how it should work. Yes.
Yeah. And when it doesn't work like that, it's because you are a draw. But name how many times you just move up 2 weight classes, 3 weight classes, and you get the opportunity to fight the number 1 guy at the division at your discretion. That doesn't happen. If he wants to do that, then fucking sell some tickets, sell some pay-per-views. If you want to do that, it ain't that hard. It ain't that hard to understand.
As a boxing fan, you shouldn't care about none of that.
Oh, I do, because I don't believe you get the opportunity to skip the line. Go up and prove yourself.
See the fight you don't.
Go prove yourself. Go prove yourself.
You don't deserve a fight because
Hold on. Let me ask you something, NHA. Let me ask you a quick question. Are you the same one that's sitting up talking about Boots Ennis needs to go up and win a title before he gets the opportunity to fight Terence Crawford? Because that's the same fucking logic.
I never made those comments on those.
Okay, so then you good with Boots? So
I don't think Boots will really want that fight.
Oh, I think he does. I've been told he does. I've been told he does.
You don't.
Well, I've been told he does.
You already turned it down twice.
Oh, but I've been told he does.
All right. So why don't Boots fight Majimov then if he wants to fight? Let's use that.
What do you mean he's fighting Majimov? Terence Crawford already said he don't want to fight him. Why Terence Crawford saying he don't want to fight him?
He can
Boost with
himself, you know what I'm saying? The man Terence and drop him.
Boost, but we had YSM on here. YSM already said that it's Terence Crawford that don't want to fight.
Come on, not YSM, man. YSM, Boost Media.
So what? That don't mean he's unbiased. What you talking about?
Yeah, it does mean.
He's not biased. What are you talking about?
He said, you might have changed his name to BSM.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Let's say that that's true. There's still other people that I know that say that they would take that fight.
They would take what?
They would take the Terence Crawford fight. If Terence Crawford would make the fight, they would take it.
Who?
Boots.
Teofimo? Boots. I mean, people could say all they want, but when you already turn down 2 offers, opportunities or whatever you want to call it.
Man, stop with the 2 offers shit. No, he never. Boots is they've never had an offer on the table. Never. They've never had an offer on the table. That's a goddamn lie. Let's stop saying that. We've run through that timeline 100 times.
Espinoza was lying. I'm not even gonna bring anybody else.
Espinoza never.
Was Espinoza lying?
Espinoza never said that.
He said they reached out. That's initial. That's how it starts. You reach out first before you. So
BLK Prime reached out, who is not a representative of Terence Crawford. When he followed up and had a conversation with Terence Crawford,
said he was.
Let me finish. On his behalf. No, he didn't, or at least he tried to present it in that manner. But when Steven Espinoza said that he circled back to Terence Crawford, and Terence Crawford has confirmed this, that he was focused on the Errol Spence fight. That's the fight that he wanted. And he thought that Errol Spence was actually going to fight Keith Thurman, and found out through Steven Espinoza that was not going to happen. So that was the fight he was always interested in. So there was no, man, listen, all BLK Prime was doing was trying to get a number one, they were trying to sign Boots, and that was clear. Then number 2, they were trying to get in where they fit in because they didn't actually have the money to throw the fight because they got fleeced by Terence Crawford in the first fight.
Blue Blood called. Hold on, no. Blue Blood called Bertie to see if he was interested in potentially signing with BLK Prime to get into a fight with.
And they weren't interested. And they weren't interested in signing to BLK Prime. So that is not a fucking offer.
So there wasn't interested in the fight then.
Man, why the fuck would they sign a BLK Prime?
BLK Prime got fleeced.
You just said
Showtime.
He said BLK.
yeah. So Boots.
He said BLK Prime got fleeced by Bud Crawford.
So BLK Prime. So Boots was supposed to sign to BLK Prime, who has not thrown any significant fight since the Terence Crawford fight over 2 years ago. Or almost 2 years ago.
But if they tell you, okay, we got you the Bud Crawford fight, and Bud Crawford said, yeah.
What else did you go get him?
And you turned it down because you want to stay loyal to Showtime. Well, actually,
I'm not. So hold on. So let me ask you something. Are you going to?
I wouldn't want to put my son in front of Crawford either.
Hey, you know what? When you guys talk like this, you guys sound crazy. You sound literally crazy. So you're telling me that as a man, you would sign up for a one-time job that's gonna pay you, let's call it, I don't know what you make, but I'm gonna say you make $50,000 a year. You're gonna sign out for a one-time job that's gonna pay you $250,000 for that year, and then be signed to that entity for the next however many years where you ain't gonna make shit. And net you.
How you know how many years they offered him to sign him for?
I'm just using this. The point that I'm making to you is that listen to what I'm saying. The point that
I'm not gonna go in and like, okay, you want me to go
as
it's gonna be this one fight and that's it.
Oh my God, dude, they're not gonna sign for him with one fight. That's not how it fucking works. You don't sign for one fight, dude. The fuck are you talking about? You signing for multiple fights.
How do you work for Crawford? Crawford signed with him for one fight.
That's fucking Terence Crawford. Yeah. That's Terence Crawford.
Huh?
That's Terence Crawford.
So Boots is not. I thought Boots was that next guy.
This makes no damn sense whatsoever. They're trying to sign him to a multiple fight deal. The same way they were trying to sign.
According to who? Who said they're trying to sign him to a multiple fight deal? You just made that up.
No, I didn't just make that up. So hold on. I'm about to mute you. Because you talking shit that don't even make any sense. So I can actually talk. This is not that I'm getting rid of you. I'm about to talk. So when you say that you're trying to sign somebody, you're not signing them for one fight. If you're signing someone, you're signing them for multiple fucking fights. So if it's just one fight, then they're just signing one contract. There's no reason for BLK or Blue Blood to say they want to sign you to a contract. I don't have to make that up. That it's implied in what they're fucking saying. Like, this is common fucking sense. Good. Hey, man. Hey. I'm going to unmute. I can't deal with
I'm gonna just say this. If it wasn't a possibility at all, Blue would have never made that call to Bozy. And I know that straight up. So whatever you want to say, if there was no way, shape, form possible, what the fuck was the point? I mean, excuse my language, but what was the point of Blue Blood even making a call if there wasn't even a possibility?
Yo, this the grown.
Some possibility for him to make that call.
Yo, this the grown show right here, man. Y'all can cuss on this one. This the grown
you know what I'm saying? Like it had, like, for real. Like, what was the point of him making a call if there was no opportunity of that ever happening?
I'm not debating this anymore, man. You guys live in fantasy world.
No, it's not a fantasy. I don't even really want to get into it. I'm just asking you facts. And the only things I said was facts. The fact that I said was Blue Blood did call Bozy. I know that because I was on the platform watching him when he said all the things that he said. Right? Okay. I know that's a fact. I know they had a conversation. That is also a fact. And I also know the third fact. If there was no way of that ever happening, he would have never made a call. So I'm not hearing that, or there's no way in hell that, or whatever you guys want to say. However it would have worked in his mind, or the way his business was going to work, if they would have said yes, it probably would have happened.
If you say so. What you saying don't make no damn sense, because if your prime reason is to use Terence Crawford, to try to use Terence Crawford as bait to sign this guy, then that's what you're doing. That's the reason why you're reaching out. Or if they've told you that, okay, no, I'm not gonna sign with you, but you need to go talk to Steven Espinoza to make the fight. Then of course, okay, maybe I can get Showtime to pay for it, and then we get some kind of finder's fees for getting the fight together or some shit like that. They were trying to act as a manager. That's all they were trying to do. BLK Prime, if BLK Prime was gonna throw big ass fights like that, where's the other big fights? Where's the other big fights?
That's the problem.
Bozy said they had no time. Yeah, there was a sign for Showtime at the time too, right? So why not entertain? You don't have to agree on the sign with the LK. But why not? You know what I'm saying? Have those initial.
Listen.
Bozy asked that?
Listen.
Nah, you gotta reach out to Showtime.
Listen.
Company, he said he had no time.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So that was 2 years ago. I don't give a fuck about it. Let's get that out. He want to fight him today. Now, to that you have to say what? He want to fight him today. I don't give a fuck what he turned down 2 years ago.
His actions say otherwise.
No. Ain't no action. They said that they'll fight Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford say he doesn't have any interest in fighting him. Period. Those are the facts. So he's not going to just move up to 154 just because.
He also said put the check up. Who put the check up?
Turkey Al Sheik said he wanted to fight, and then Terence said he didn't want to fight.
Turkey Al Sheik put up that bread. Crawford will get up in there.
Terence already said he didn't. No, that's false. That's already been debunked. Turkey Al Sheik said he wanted to fight. Terence Crawford subsequently said he did not want to fight, and then Turkey said, okay, well, we won't make the fight. So Turkey was gonna put up the money. Terence said he didn't want it. So now you're just living in a fantasy world. Those are facts. That just recently happened. Let's stop with the bullshit, guys. Stop with the bullshit.
Turkey wants Canelo. He knows Boots. Greg really bring nothing.
And neither does Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford don't bring nothing either.
Crawford wants
and Terence Crawford don't bring nothing either. And Crawford don't bring nothing. You saying Boots don't bring none? Crawford don't bring none. You saying Boots don't bring none? Crawford don't bring none. Hold on real quick. I got Greggy Cash in the building, man. Let me. Oh, my bad. That's Greg Hackett. Okay, my fault, man. What's going on with you, fam?
How y'all doing, man? What's going on, fellas?
Man, we doing well. Hey, so you just heard what was said here. They got me a little riled up talking about Boots. I want you to weigh in, fam.
I heard a little bit. I ain't even gonna lie. I caught the last 2 minutes.
Man, they talking crazy here, man. Talking about so we had YSM here about 2 weeks ago, and he was talking about how this whole thing played out in regards to Boots Ennis, and these fellas on here talking crazy, talking about Boots don't want that fight, and I'm saying Boots would take that fight in a heartbeat, but he's not just gonna move up to 154 just for the hell of it without Terence Crawford aligning to a fight with him. Like, you're not going to do that. You're going to move down your own path with your own career, and you're not going to just follow a fighter unless that fighter is going to say, yeah, I'm going to fight you. To that, you have to say what?
I mean, what people forget from the beginning, these kids have dreams. You know what I mean? They want to win titles. They want to be undisputed, things like that. That's part of Boots' dream. He want to be undisputed first at 47. Now, if that's not able to come to fruition, then okay, we got to go to 54. But if we go to 54, we're trying to go to 54 with some respect. So that way we can get the fights we want. The Crawford fight, as far as I know, they've been wanting it for at least the last 3 years. You know what I mean? Now, why it didn't happen, I understand, because Crawford was way ahead of Boots when it comes to, accomplishments, things like that. So, I mean, I could see him going to 54, but not just to go there. You know what I mean? It got to be worth something. And I think that's why he wanted the undisputed before he went, so that his name could hold some weight when he get to 54. You know what I mean? But the way it's looking in boxing, I don't think too many guys going to be willing to jump in there with him.
I agree with that. Wholeheartedly. And, it's been difficult for Boots to get fights. We understand that. I think, and I've said this on multiple occasions, I simply think he would take the fight if they were going. And I've heard Terence Crawford make this comment: pay me and I'll do it. Okay, Turkey Al Sheik is on record saying that he wanted to make that fight. And then as soon as he was on record saying he wanted to make that fight, Terence Crawford reversed course and said, oh, well, that doesn't really bring anything for me. And my thing is, if you're going to make that argument saying that Jerron Ennis doesn't bring anything to the table for Terence Crawford, then the same argument can be made that Terence Crawford doesn't really bring anything for Canelo Alvarez, because Canelo Alvarez, he ain't done nothing at 168 pounds. I'm sorry, if he beats Terence Crawford at 168, then what are they gonna say? He was too small. But hold on, bro. If he beats him at that weight class, okay, I feel you. I appreciate that.
Supposed to.
Exactly, but my thing is, then don't make the argument then that Jerron Ennis doesn't deserve a fight when he is one of the most credible opponents in and around that weight class. That makes no sense to me.
I think my biggest issue with saying that is if nobody else is willing to fight him, then why
Well,
not?
that's the problem I have with a lot of boxing fans. The problem I have is people talk about deserve. It ain't about deserve. It's about who's next in line and who's supposed to get the fight. It's not about deserve. Anybody that laces up gloves deserves a fight.
I feel you.
But if you're not in position, you don't get that fight. Who's in position? That's what.
I feel you. What you got to say about that, Greg?
I mean, it come from the Floyd Mayweather era. You know what I mean? When Floyd started being vocal about who he was, people started thinking they was talking about boxing. That Floyd's career and these other guys' career is not the same. You know what I mean? Floyd was able to attract millions of people, and it's not just through boxing, through other ventures, and he was able to talk like that. Deserve, he used the word deserve because you are now going to make the most money you ever made in your career. You know what I'm saying? But such is not the case with all these fighters. That's what they think they are, but they haven't done enough. So that's just a word that got picked up, you know, just like duck and just like, you know, calling guys trash and all that. It's just a word that the people picked up to use to sound cool, to sound like they know what's going on. It's just like the old head said, it ain't about who deserve it, it's about who worked to get there. You know what I mean? These guys are in line, give them the fights.
I agree.
But the game changed. The game changed once it came all about popularity. Once it came all about popularity, that's how we got Rolly versus Tank. Because Rolly wasn't ready for Tank, but he got the fight.
No, that's fair. And I was just talking about that. One or two, like, usually you want to see a fighter work their way up, right? And the only way they end up skipping the line is in situations where they're, to your point, they're a popular name. So a Floyd is going to get to skip multiple weight classes to fight whoever he wants to fight. So does Canelo. So does Gervonta Davis. But, you know, somebody like Terence Crawford is not. The rest of the fighters more than likely won't get that opportunity. Now, going from one weight class, I can definitely see that. But multiple weight classes, that's going to be hard. That's going to be hard to accomplish.
Yeah. And Terence Crawford, if people really pay attention to his career, he's probably like one of like maybe like 4 or 5 guys who had an old school career, meaning they had to beat whoever they got in the ring with. You know what I mean? It wasn't their choice. Terence Crawford was never really the favorite. You know what I mean? He became the favorite probably his last 4 or 5 fights. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't the favorite up until then. They had a lot of guys beating Crawford, but Crawford won. You know what I mean? So now we speaking about him, but Crawford's popularity level is normal because he's not he's not one of them people that's trying to outdo everybody as far as, you know, singing and dancing. He gonna just go ahead and do his job.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
but not. Yeah, no, I feel you on that. But at the same time, and this has always been my issue with Crawford, because I can understand exactly your point and I agree with it. However, my thing is, if you want to make this amount of money, your popularity level needs to be commensurate with that. And boxing is one of these sports that is really based off of asses and seats, right? Who are you drawing? And it's fine if you want to, you know, you're not that type of person. That's not your personality. That's fine. I have no problem with that. Do what you do. You're not a rah-rah guy. But you can't expect to then try to figure out a way to make this amount of money, but you want your personality to be here. Like that doesn't work. You got to put yourself out there if you want to make ducats like that. It is what it is.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Yo, Greg. Hey, I swear, if you had explained your dislike for Terence Crawford in that manner, the way you just did now, you would get so many less people to call you a hater. I'm gonna just say that.
I've explained. So I want to explain myself. So number one, I've said this on multiple occasions, but you guys don't listen. But Greg, I know you were about to say something. What were you about to say, real quick?
No, go ahead. I damn near forgot.
Oh no. So if you want to say, okay, Greg, if you explained yourself that way, you wouldn't be called a Terence Crawford hater. Listen, I've said Terence Crawford is the best pound for pound fighter in the world. I got called a hater. I've said that Terence Crawford personality it doesn't sell, and he's trying to figure out ways to make more money, even though his personality doesn't align to that, or his drawing power doesn't align to that. I've been called a hater. I get called a hater for anything where, you know, you're not being 100% in compliance with what a certain segment of fight fans believe. That's just how it works. And anytime you put your personality out there or you put your comments out there, I I feel that they're going to be attacked. So I don't have a problem with somebody saying that I'm a hater. You want to call me a hater? That's fine. But everything that I say is logical. It's just that a lot of fans got a problem with it because you need to be lockstep in their mode of thinking, or you're a hater.
And I got a question.
Greg, why you got a problem? Why you got a problem with us?
It's hard for Bruce to get fights or whatever. But I heard Conor Ben been calling for that guy.
So, man, stop it. Stop you. So what are you saying? So what are you saying?
To get fights, but somebody's calling his name.
So what you say? You saying Conor Ben? So you saying Boost is avoiding Conor Ben? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm just saying, like, there's somebody that's interested in fighting you that got an adequate skill set. That could be a big fight.
So what has he done? So what has he done to actually make that fight? What has Conor Ben done outside of calling out his name to make that fight?
I'm pretty sure he put in a request to make the fight, right?
You're pretty sure. You're pretty sure he put in a request to make that fight.
According to Blue Blood, Conor Ben is trying to reach out and try to make that fight twice.
Okay. So now Blue Blood is the foregone authority on fights being made.
Yeah, you go by, Greg? I'm not afraid to tell you my source, partner. I tell you what I hear. You did.
I know, but hold on. But your source has been Blue Blood on multiple occasions since you've been on this platform just today. Like, is Blue Blood now making the damn fights?
When you talk about BLK Prime, who was the number one guy on YouTube talking about who was promoting BLK Prime? Blue Blood. So that obviously had to do with him. This is me coming from knowledge that I heard from Blue Blood.
Yeah, but Blue Blood has.
You guys brought up the Black Prime, not me. I was
but my point is, this is the second time you talked about Blue Blood in this telecast, as though Blue Blood is the foregone expert at fights being made. Like, who is Blue Blood? Man, stop talking about Blue Blood on my platform. Next. Hold on.
Per topic, who is Blue Blood? The only guy that was actually connected with the BLK Prime that had some type of some type of hint.
Hey man,
was he not?
Hey man, next topic. Greg, what you about to say, man?
I'm speaking facts. Hey, that's how I know the kitchen be getting hot for you, Greg. Cause I be speaking facts. You be talking about
I'm
just speaking what's out there, brother.
I know you speaking what's out there. The kitchen ain't even remotely hot. Go ahead, Greg.
Can we say this, right? If two fighters do want to fight each other and the fight doesn't happen, why didn't it happen?
Promoters.
Exactly. So
politics.
Exactly. So when you say Conor Ben might have said that, but it's a lot of things people say, especially over the internet, you know what I mean, to gain attention. Do you think, now I'm asking this question to Band Up, do you think Eddie Hearn or Conor Ben's handlers really want to put him in there with Boots?
Hold on, I think Eddie Hearn is Conor Ben's peoples, right?
Yep.
Yeah, but I'm saying manager, promoter, trainers.
They both on the same side of the street.
I don't see why not. I think that'd be big publicity.
No, listen. You said you don't see why not. What I'm saying is, over in the UK, who's the 147-pound lineup? It's only
I wouldn't
Conor
know that
Ben.
off the top of my head.
Yeah, exactly, because it's only Conor Ben. So we're not going to take our only. So we're not going to take our only dog and then risk him against America's 147-pound, the hottest 147-pounder right now, and get him knocked off, and then possibly get his ass beat so bad he don't fight again.
And I agree with you, Greg. So Greg, the other Greg hater. So we can agree that Hearn just be bullshitting. Hearn just be bullshitting.
Oh, I believe Eddie Hearn is a huge bullshitter.
Eddie.
Oh, but you believe that when he said that Crawford don't want to fight Ortiz or Boost?
Do I believe him when he said?
Believe Hearn.
Yeah, I believe him now.
He doesn't.
Greg, you are
out of pocket, bro. He doesn't. He doesn't want to fight Ortiz or Boots because he said
that's proof.
Himself.
He said that himself. I was just about to say that. That's true.
Hey,
that's fact.
Bud said he wasn't interested in fighting Errol either at one point, right? Y'all remember that, right?
Okay.
Yep, I remember that.
Okay, then did that happen?
So what?
Just change their mind all the time.
Yeah.
Man, stop
That
it.
don't mean nothing. You could say fight. I mean, fighters are one of the most
But see, the problem with Bud,
contradictory
here's the
peoples on
problem
the
with Bud.
face of the earth.
Here's the problem with Bud that you guys don't understand. Bud is 37 years old. He don't have time to keep changing his mind. He's about to be
This is
out
the
of here.
problem. This is the problem with people in general. Y'all like to speak for Bud.
Hold on, real quick. I want to.
If a Bud Crawford fan speaks for Bud, it's crazy.
Hey man, nobody care about that. Hey, Greg Hackett, I want to ask you a real quick question because we were talking about this earlier today, and I don't know why why this doesn't register. And this is my mindset, and I want to get your thoughts. People, please don't jump in because I know you want to get your thoughts in. You'll get them in after Greg. But I have said that people think it's sweet when it comes to Canelo Alvarez in regards to his style, punching power, ability to take a punch, so forth and so on. And what people believe is that they're going to be able to take Terence Crawford at 147 because of the performance that he had against Errol Spence, drop him into 168, and you're going to get that exact version. And somehow, because they believe that Terence Crawford is as skilled as Floyd Mayweather, that somehow he can apply the same type of performance against Canelo Alvarez. Styles make fights. He's a completely different fighter than Floyd. Floyd was able to neutralize the advantages of Canelo Alvarez just through his defense. And Terence Crawford is not that type of fighter, right? I think Canelo will come in there and be able to punch on his arms if he can't find anything to hit. If Terence Crawford is not punching, I think he has the ability to counterpunch the counterpuncher. And I just think he's an overall better fighter than Errol Spence or Israel Madrimov. But for whatever reason, these guys think that he's just going to drop Terence Crawford in there and it's sweet. Terence Crawford just going to outbox him for 12 rounds and it's going to be it. What's your thoughts on that?
I mean, to be honest, I would love to see that fight because Canelo is the best and Terence Crawford is the best. You know what I mean? Along with, I'm going to say Tank Davis, NUA, guys like that. They are the best guys.
Mm-hmm.
Terence Crawford is not like a Mayweather, you know what I mean, slick, fast fighter. He's not that slick, not that fast, but what he is mean. And he will try your hand. Canelo is again one of the meanest around, you know what I mean? So I would like to see that fight, but will it be easy? Hell no, because you know what I mean, you talking about the cream of the crop, you know what I'm saying? And they the best too, yeah, but Crawford would have to adjust to even just going up the weight and fighting at that weight. It's one thing to put on the weight to fight, and it's another to go in there. I mean, it's one thing to put on the weight and get used to being that weight, and then going in there and fighting at that weight. You know what I mean? Crawford used to being the stronger guy at 47 on down. Now 54, we just saw him not struggle, but you see him be a lot hesitant because he's dealing with some strength. You know what I mean? So imagine we going up another 14 pounds to 168 pounds, but then you're not just fighting a Madrimov, you fighting Canelo Alvarez. So it would just be one of them nights, man. Somebody gonna have to get embarrassed or somebody gonna have to get hurt.
Yeah, that's to me, I just feel like, and I hear what you're saying. I think Terence is a great fighter. I think he brings a skill set that Canelo Alvarez hasn't seen. But this whole argument that, Canelo Alvarez doesn't want to see any slick boxers. I've never really viewed Terence as a slick fighter. I think he's a really good fighter. I think he can pose any kind of issues, or he can pose issues to any fighter. And I think, his counterpunching ability would be something that, Canelo will have to get used to. But just like, with any fighter that's moving up, man, power can be a real deficit, regardless if you're the more skilled fighter or not. Power can be a real deficit. Trying to carry around that weight can be a real deficit. And I just see it being a struggle, in my opinion. But
could I say
go
one
ahead.
more thing, though?
Yeah.
I think
Ask Charlo. Ask Charlo.
Hold on, bro. Hold on.
Weighed 168, but Charlo had never fought at 168.
Okay,
It's a
all right.
different deal.
We hear you. Go ahead, Greg.
And fighting at the weight. They're two different things.
Go ahead.
I honestly think people want to see that fight bad, though, because the confidence level. What Terence Crawford does have is great confidence. A lot of fighters don't have that. That's what my old head was just saying. Charlo, he talked a lot. He said a lot, but then when he got in there, he wasn't thinking that. He wasn't feeling that. It wasn't, everything that he said went out the window. Crawford is one of them and has been one of those guys. When he say something, he mean it, and he go in there at least try it. If you put that with Canelo, then yeah, you get a great fight. And I think that's why people want it, because the confidence level of both fighters.
That makes sense.
100% facts.
That makes sense. Yeah, I don't mind seeing the fight. I'm just really tired of Terence Crawford fans in my comment section. That's what I'm tired of.
Man,
We all know that. We all know that's why.
You just don't like Crawford. That's cool.
We are.
You don't like
Greg
Crawford.
actually believes. I told you that. Greg knew.
I'm a what?
I said, you know, Bud got a chance to beat him. That's why.
No, I don't. I don't think he has a chance to beat him.
Yes, you just don't want to see him beat him.
Everybody got a chance to win, but dude.
Hey, so Greg, all
okay.
right. So if Crawford does fight him and he was to win, what would be the reasons in your eyes why he would win?
Say that one more time.
Canelo too old.
If
gonna say Canelo
Bud
too
was
old.
to fight Canelo and win, what would be the reason why he would win?
If Bud fought Canelo and Bud won, what would be the reason why he won?
Yes.
Oh, Canelo was
What would
hurt.
what would have had to happen in that fight for him to win?
Canelo hurt. Canelo dehydrated. Canelo old.
So, first thing you said, Canelo hurt. How the hell is that going to happen?
I don't know. Maybe get hurt in camp.
No. I didn't need that first one. How would that happen?
Maybe he got hurt in camp.
Putting your motherfucking hands on him.
No, he probably got hurt in camp. No, he got hurt in camp. That's what I'm talking about. He was hurt prior to getting into the ring.
That's a good one, Greg. That's a good one, bro.
I mean, you asked me a question, I answered it, brother.
You said in camp. That's crazy.
You asked me a question, I answered it.
It's superpower now.
Nothing wrong with that. That man.
So-
Not
so-
his guy. You know,
so-
his guy
so-
was Earl. His guy got destroyed. Yeah, he finally turned to find another guy.
Hey,
Yeah.
what did y'all say? Errol lost and we hopped on the Boots bandwagon. I'll take it. Like as though we weren't already fans of Boots. So we weren't already talking about Jerron Ennis. Hold up. We weren't already talking about Jerron
You
Ennis.
said the Boost bandwagon, but you definitely, when it comes to versus Bud, you love throwing Benavidez' name out there. You've been doing that for months.
I've been talking about Benavidez. I've been talking about Jerron Ennis. I want to see all those fights. Why not? Why not?
We said
Yeah, we can hear you.
wait for him to get a path from Canelo. We said
Why
that
not?
was
Exactly.
mandatory.
But
So what's the problem with him fighting these? Like anytime we say we want to see him in the ring with somebody that is a threat, all of a sudden we become haters. We want to see him in there with Jerron Ennis. That's a problem. We want to see him in there with David Benavidez. That's a problem. Why are all these things problems? I'm confused.
I don't think the Boots fight is so much of a problem.
So why is the David Benavidez a problem?
you're not, it's not a problem. You're supposed to want that.
But I don't. I just don't. Me personally, Greg. What did I say? Hey, I don't know if you remember this because it's been a while. And you
Hold up, we got multiple people talking. We got to talk at one time.
I said, I don't know if you remember this, Greg, but it's been a while. You know what I mean? Since I told you this, you've been having a lot of debates with Bud fans, and I don't know if you be getting the words mixed up. But I told you, bro, I just want, as a Bud fan, bro, I just want what Bud wants. That's what we should want. What our fighter wants.
And what I'm telling you is that, and I'm telling you that Bud don't want to fight nobody that's dangerous. He just wants to go to a big payday. That's all I'm saying. Because if I want to see him in the ring, give us what the fans want. The fans want to see him in there with Jerron Ennis. The fans want to see him in there with even Jamel Charlo would still be an interesting fight. All those are interesting fights. Why is the only fight that's possible?
You contradicting yourself, right? You say Bud don't want to fight nobody with a challenge, but he wants to fight Canelo.
Because of the bag, bro. Because of the money. He wants to fight him because of the money. That doesn't matter.
What does it matter?
Yes, hey, bro. Hey, yes, Greg. It's a 2-in-1. Yes, two things can be true. Challenge and money. What is the problem?
Because
Greg, you got a problem. You don't want to see him make money.
Listen, because there's an opportunity to make a lot of money with Jerron Ennis as well. Because Turkey Al-Sheikh has already said that he wanted to see that fight. Well, whatever. He still said pay him. So make the fight. Make the fight. I don't care. Make the fight. There's a lot of money to be made in a bunch of fights.
When unification at 168.
Damn purse bid.
Hey man. Listen, I don't care none of that stuff that y'all talking about. Okay. At the end of the day, there's an opportunity to fight somebody that's one weight class below you, that is a big welterweight, that a lot of fans would love to see.
Hello.
Yeah, I hear you.
But I told you months. Hey, I told you months ago. Greg, if Nelo's gonna keep running from Benavidez and never give Benavidez the light of day, might as well take the Bud fight.
Because Maximum couldn't win the Bud bid.
I got a question for Greg right quick.
Okay, which Greg? You got two of them on here.
The trainer that actually knows boxing.
Okay, go ahead, Greg.
So Greg, I'm one of them the Bud fans. They like to talk about so much on here, you know. So
hold on, real quick. Is this ASVP TV?
Yeah, I had to call in because I was trying to ask Greg.
If there's so much money.
Okay, well, first and foremost, I should kick your ass up off here just for saying that. But go ahead.
But yeah, we saw what everybody rehydrated up to on August 3rd, right? And Bud was like 169. So let's say, if he was to move up and fight Canelo, like what you think? Like, do he need to do a weight cut, or could he come in like straight out of training camp? Or how would you think? Or is it best to do a weight cut? Like, what do you think about that?
So here's the thing. I believe a fighter at the age and experience level of Bud Crawford, I really believe he walk around probably 180 pounds. If he had to weigh in at 168 pounds, I could see him coming in around 165, 166. The reason being because if he come in at 68, you just said he gained 15 pounds after weighing in at 54. So if he come in at 68, he's going to weigh probably 180 the next day. The thing is, he's never fought weighing that much. You know what I'm saying? He's walked around at that weight, but he hasn't fought at that weight. Now you fighting a guy who's comfortable at fighting at 68 and then coming in at weighing at 180 or whatever it is Canelo weigh the next day. You know what I mean? So your 180 to his 180 is not gonna feel the same because it's like this is my first time fighting this heavy. You know what I'm saying? Where this guy, he can make all the moves he want to make fighting at this weight because he's been here. I'm just now moving up here. So I think that's where the separation gonna lie.
What's the game plan that you would draw up for this specific fight for Bud?
I mean, it's simple. You're going to definitely need a good jab. And when I mean a good jab, not just an active jab. I'm talking about a jab that's like
what he put on Earl with some weight to it.
Yeah, exactly. You're going to have to be able to punch through a wall because that's what it's going to feel like Canelo pressuring you. The reason I'm saying that, we just saw Berlanga, who's bigger than both of them. He really couldn't keep Canelo off of him. You get what I'm saying? So you're going to need a real sturdy jab. You're going to have to turn him. You got to keep turning him. You can't back straight up because if he places you to the rope, he going to beat your hips up. We saw him, if we all was paying attention last night, we saw him punch on Berlanga's legs last night, the side of his head. You know what I mean? That's the type of fight it becomes if you place yourself in front of him. So you got to constantly move. Now, people say that Bud is strong. You know what I mean? So he may be able to stand there in the middle and just rip it with him, but for how long? You know what I mean? Because we don't know, because this will be his first time fighting at higher weight. You feel me?
Yeah. But we know I like his chances if he can get to the later rounds though, because we know Canelo ain't never really had no gas tank like talking about.
No, we definitely like his chances
in them later rounds. Then I feel like he could take more risks, like anywhere from 8 to 12. I feel like he could stand to throw with Canelo at that point, you know, because he ain't never had a gas tank worth mentioning. But at the same time, you know, it's still Canelo, you know.
Everybody got a game plan until they get hit. All that shit sound gravy until you get hit by somebody that much bigger than you.
That's what you learned from Charlo, right?
That's what we learned from the sport of boxing, period, man. That's what we learned from the sport of boxing, period.
Aaron, I want to be.
If anybody can do it, it'll be Bud.
Oh, if anybody can do it, he'll be Bud. Man, stop with all that. Stop with all that. Come on, man.
Hey, if the fight get made, Greg, I got 2 bands. Put your money up.
Man, you think I'm gonna bet on somebody else? I bet on no other man. I bet on me only. I don't bet on no other man. Sorry.
I mean, that'll be a great fight, though. I hope that fight can get made.
It will be. Look,
If Bud can pull it off, it's a classic.
so if he get put in the dirt in 3 rounds, then what?
He lost.
Be great.
What you mean what?
Then what? Then what? No.
And take it on the chin just like you did.
Somebody real staticky. Hey, listen, y'all ain't gonna take shit on the chin. All y'all gonna do is run and tuck your tail and go hide. Y'all ain't got no channel where you gonna come on and be out in the open. You just gonna hide. So stop with all that. I'm gonna take it on the chin. You gonna be somewhere in your bed crying.
You lying? We got a platform. It's called the AM Sports Media Platform. We gonna come on. We gonna show our face. We gonna call in.
You can come
and then
in
we gonna
anytime.
take the punches if that's the case.
You can come on anytime.
Be here.
Man, band up. You gonna run just like you gonna run. I ain't gonna see you.
I was here when you guys killed me for the UW. You know what I mean? Last year. I'm gonna be here.
I hear you.
Not me. I'm gonna come here and make all type of excuses. I'm gonna say Bud was involved in like multiple car crashes. Man, he had brain injury.
We gotta sprinkle some of that in.
We're entitled. We are all that.
Y'all can come in and say whatever y'all want to say. Long as you come in and say he took an L. I don't care what excuse you make. You can make every excuse you want to make. I'm cool with all those excuses. Long as he take that L, man, I'm happy. I'm happy. Anyway, guys, man, I appreciate everybody that joined the platform today. Shout out to Greg Hackett for joining the platform today. Great content from him and his perspective. I do want to, Jay, I think I missed some super chats, man. I was in here arguing so hard. I see Tunnel Vision hit us with $5. Let's see. What did he say?
He said Crawford was never the underdog. That man is 100% incorrect with his assessment.
Okay, so yeah, I saw that. Let's see. Band up
and
with
then
2.
Adrian, of course. Adrian with $5. Much love from the city of Angels, LA all day, all class, boots and boozy and Ennis.
Oh, appreciate that, Adrian, and then Tunnel Vision. All right, man. Well, it was a good show today. I appreciate everybody that joined the show. Everybody that participated. We still got
Al.
Huh?
There was one more from Al to Pal, $5. Knew it go 12. Canelo only really knockouts Europeans. The easiest Hispanics, blacks are tougher. He don't take them out like that.
Fair. All right, guys. You guys, thank you guys again. We'll be back with fresh new content this coming up week. Until next time, peace.